York Giant fans, Minnesota Vikings fans, anything but Philadelphia Eagles fans, can I get some skulls in the chat? Tonight, New York Giants fans, we come together to party, to celebrate off a 2-0 start, and to hopefully get an opportunity to celebrate tonight and the Philadelphia Eagles dropping to 1-1 and the New York Giants own sole possession of first place after just 2 weeks in the NFC's conference. Hope you guys are as jacked as I am. Hopefully we have a good night tonight, and hopefully Kirk Cousins gets the job done for the Minnesota Vikings. Let's say hello to a couple people in the chat. What's going on there? George, man, what's going on there? Ryan, what's going on there? John Williams, what's going on there? Sports Center, thank you for popping in. Nona in the chat, amazing guy in the chat. Dire Giant fan in the chat. TG Fishing in the chat. Irish Rover in the chat. JD in the chat. George in the chat. Evan Spitzberg in the chat. Mark L in the chat. Thank you to everybody for being here. Chris Epps in the chat. We got skulls all over. We got an Eagle fan in here. Oh, no. Oh, no, Todd. Oh, no. What's up, Todd, man? Thanks for popping in. What's going on, Ada, man? Good. Thank you for being here. Dire Giants fan. What's going on? Ryan Cannon. Heartbreak Nova. Are you guys still, all the Giants fans in the chat, you guys still living it up on your Victory Monday? It takes some getting used to, doesn't it? We're not used to 2 straight Victory Mondays to open the year. Doesn't happen often. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. I hope you guys are soaking it in, and you get an extra day this week to really enjoy that victory, being that the New York Giants are playing on Monday night against the hated Cowboys, a game that I can't stop thinking about. And I hope you guys are as excited as I am for that contest. But tonight, we got a Monday Night Football game, the Minnesota Vikings and the hated Philadelphia Eagles. What's going on there, YT? What's going on there, Mike? He says, Skull, Mr. Coliseum in the chat. Troy, man, thank you very much, man. Hey, you heard about, no, not a torn ACL. Not a torn ACL. I don't know what the exact terminology was, but it's nothing severe like that. It came out, I think, from Ian Rappaport. It came out from several insiders. They said it's day to day. Now I'm going to assume it's going to be at least a few weeks, but it's nothing like a torn ACL where he's going to miss the entirety of the year. Brian Dable said it was good news, the news that came out, and the Giants right now are labeling them day to day. Now take that for what you will. It could be week to week, but it's nothing that's going to be like season ending. So no, that's not the case. You don't got to worry about that. We're good to go with Leo in terms of, playing this year at some point. It's not a season ending injury. So that's good news there. Did Golladay retire? He might as well have. What's going on, Joey Lutz? Before we continue with the stream, want to just announce the official sponsor of the channel. I'm going to be announcing them when I do broad NFL games and the New York Giants live streams on my channel, along with the weekly picks. This week, I started 1-0 against the subscribers. So stay tuned for that if you want to come on and challenge me to the weekly picks. I didn't do that good, but I still found a way to get a W. So I'm 1-0 against you guys. Still haven't had to give away a fitted hat. We'll see how you guys do next week when you go up against me in week 3. But before I get to the chat, before I talk to the rest of you guys, stream is brought to you by the official sponsor of the channel, Prize Picks. My head's kind of covered. User code ENTERTAINER. You get a 100% deposit match on Prize Picks. What it is, it's prop picks. It's simple. It's easy. If you guys want to go over there and check it out, it's prizepicks.com. You can download the app on your phone, and it's just yardage. Over-unders on yardage. If you think that Mitch Trubisky's going for over 200 yards in the Bills game or what am I saying? I'm thinking about the games they're on right now. If you think Jalen Hurts is going over for 235.5 yards in this game, you could do it. They got rushing yards, touchdowns, receptions, so on and so forth. A couple of picks that I like. And then we'll get to the chat and talk about the game. In this game, when I looked it over, I don't know. I could be wrong. I like Jalen Hurts to go over 49.5 yards. First week, he was running like a running back. He had like 80 yards, it seemed, in the first half. He needs 50 yards. We know that he loves to run the football. The other guy that I like, Dalvin Cook, I think runs all over this Philadelphia Eagles defense, 71.5 yards. Give me the over. Give me the Vikings with a W tonight. Can't wait to see the game with you guys tonight, and hopefully the Minnesota Vikings come out with a win. Donovan says, thoughts on the Jalen Smith signing? Yeah, listen, Donovan, it's very, coincidental, because last year, if you remember, when we signed Jalen Smith, it happened at the exact same time in terms of who we were playing on the schedule, and a lot of people felt like that made sense due to the fact that he was familiar with the Dallas Cowboys. He had played there. We signed him, I think, the week we were playing Dallas, and the same thing happened this year. Now, what I heard, I think the Giants waited until this week due to the fact that by waiting 2 weeks in, I think it has something to do with the contract, where the Giants aren't obligated to pay him, or maybe it's vice versa. Maybe they are. I don't know. It had something to do with the contract, why the Giants waited until week 3. At least that's what I heard on Twitter. So I'm going to take him at his word. But yeah, I mean, we needed help there. I don't know how good he is. He was okay last year for the Giants, but we needed help there. We're really thin at that linebacker position, and Hopefully he can help us out this week against the Dallas Cowboys. I don't expect anything incredible, but it's a solid move. We were thin at that position. And sports bias, man. Thank you very much. MCL, 8 days to 8 weeks. Yeah, it's a sprained MCL. I don't think he's playing this week, but I don't think it's near season ending, and you hope it's only a couple of weeks. Hopefully it's only this week. Who knows? We don't know. There was reports that came out after the game that Leo was very positive. There was reports today that Brian Dable was very positive. But we know that injuries could linger in the NFL. Hopefully he's out there sooner than later. Injuries are part of the sport. Giants have to find a way to overcome it like they did this week. Leo didn't play basically the whole second half. They were able to man up and still find a way to play good defense. We're going to need, if he doesn't play this week, we're going to need to find a way to get the job done. He was fantastic when he did play this past week. He was getting consistent pressure on the interior, and you can't replace him. He's very good. But Giants got to find a way. They got to find a way to push forward. And unfortunately, we've had a ton of injuries on this defense. Somehow, Wink's been able to get the job done. And hopefully he can continue to get the job done against Cooper Rush week 3. Or hopefully Leonard Williams plays, but I'm not banking on that. Chris Epps, he says, Chris, what is your series score prediction for this game? I like the Vikings. I do. I think it's going to be a very high-scoring game. I see it in the low 30s to high 20s, like a 31-28 type game, something like that. 34-30, something like very high scoring. If you ask me, you put me on the spot. 31-27, give me the Vikings. 31-27. That'll be my final going into the game. But I think it's gonna go over. I think it was 51.5 when I did my weekly picks. I think it's going over that. And I think the Vikings will win in a high-scoring battle. I'm expecting a lot of points in this game. Sports biased. He says Derrick Henry is struggling. Maybe he's still hurt. Yeah, let me flip over that game real quick, being that we got another 8 minutes before this starts. I know the Mets no score. I was watching that a bit. Buffalo's up by 3. They're getting the ball. 5:12 to go there in the second, so we'll see if they can score a touchdown before the half. Let me take a quick look at the Mets. There was no score there right before I went live. Obviously, you know I'm a Met fan. Big games down the stretch. Top of the fourth, no score there. So I'll flip there every chance I get with a commercial break. But, yeah, we'll see if the Buffalo Bills can score. We still got 8 minutes before the game starts, so I'll keep the Bills on for 8 minutes. And then, obviously, we're going to flip over to the game at hand, the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. 38-31 Eagles, Todd says. I think it's going to be high scoring, I'll tell you that. I see low 30s, high 20s in that range, around 60 points. Like, I think there's going to be a lot of points scored in this game. I really do. I hope Kayvon plays that. I do too, Skills. I don't want to push it. If he's not 100%, you don't rush him out there. But if it's not this week, I think it'll be the following week. I expect him to be out there very soon based off the initial expectation of how long the injury was going to be. They said 4 weeks was kind of like the highest it would be, which I said to myself, all right, that means probably week 3 is going to be able to play. If not week 3, certainly week 4, because he got hurt maybe 7 to 10 days before the year started. So I'm leaning that he'll play this week, but it's far from a sure thing. But he's going to be out there sooner than later. Don't want to rush him. You want to make sure he's a go. 42-41 Minnesota. Wow, Marty's got over 80 points in this game. Galen's got 38-35. By the way, fantasy. Who do you guys got tonight? I know there's a lot of big fantasy studs in this game. Whether it be A.J. Brown, whether it be Justin Jefferson, Kirk Cousins. Who do you got? Who do you got in this game? High-powered offenses. So, Jalen Hurts. Hopefully you don't have him if you're a Giants fan. But high-powered offenses in this game. Dallas pass rush is going to be tough. It certainly is. Their defenses look good so far. Sports bias says let's take a hold of this division. It'd be nice. Get out to a nice 2-0 start with a 1-game advantage with Dallas on deck. Have an opportunity to start 3-0, get a divisional win. Regardless of what happens in this game, we're still going to be super amped up for the start of the year, and hopefully the New York Giants can continue it. What's going on there, Johnny boy? Little fist bump, man. Good to see you, Johnny boy, man. Thanks for being here, buddy. Jalen Hurts, you got Jalen Hurts, Jefferson, and Cook. Holy crap. Yeah, I failed to mention Dalvin Cook, one of the better running backs in football. Holy crap, man, you're loaded. Jay says, hey, Dana, man, you attending any home games this season? Week 4, Chicago Bears. Going. I'm probably going with my brother. Waiting to hear back from him. He's got to touch him with the wife, he told me today, but supposed to be going with Greg. But if he does not go, I'm still going. I'll be getting a solo ticket. I'll be tailgating long before the game starts with Justin. And Bob. Well, Bobby won't be there, but Justin from Talking Giants. Probably get there around 10:30 for a 1 o'clock game. And, yeah, going to have a lot of fun. Giants-Bears, definitely going to be going to that game. I'll keep tabs on the Bills game, 5:10 to go in the second quarter. We got 5 minutes before the start of the Eagles game, and I'll flip it over. Revenge game for the – yeah, exactly. I got Hurts, Devontae Smith, And the Bills kicker. Okay. Tana, what's up, bro? Hopefully the new job is good. Yeah, man. New job's going good, man. I'm still getting used to the schedule change, being that it's in the city, but I'm going to be working from home starting next week, 4 days a week. So that works out well for me. Instead of having to get up at 5:50 to get to work by 8, now, you know, and I'm going to be going to the gym now instead before work. So I'm still going to get up at like 5:50, but instead I get to go to the gym. I get my workout done with, and I don't got to worry about it after work, and I'll be done by 4:30 instead of getting home at 5:45. So there's that. That's a good thing. As Josh Allen just threw a bullet over the middle to Knox for a first down, 15 yards. He was able to barrel forward on a 2nd and 15. Tana paid the Seahawks to blow the game. What's up, Wolves? Yeah, sorry. Wolves was my first victim in my weekly pick'ems. He came on the channel this week on Saturday. Talked a lot of smack, Wolves. Couldn't get the job done. We'll see if the next competitor could take down Tana week number 3 when we do the weekly picks. Gonna have a new subscriber on every week. Sorry, Wolves. Sorry, Wolves. You went up against the best. I didn't even do good. I got lucky. You just did horrible. No offense, Wolves. What's up there, Carlito? Wait, what's going on there? Roman Man, thanks popping in. Says, I got A.J. Brown and Justin in a 10-man league. All right. Good stuff, man. As the Bills just hit a bomb down the left sideline all the way up to about the 26-yard line. So they're starting to drive and thrive. 3:40 to go here in the second. See if the Bills could cash a touchdown before the end of the first half. 3 minutes to go. Josh Allen with a bomb. You excited to see the Eagles get destroyed? Of course I'm excited to see the Eagles get destroyed, man. I've been thinking about this game all day. Well, actually, that's a lie. I've been thinking about the Giants all day. But this is in the back of my mind. I was thinking about that 2-0 start by the New York Giants all day. Sit Golladay for Slayton. I would you mean I thought you was like a fantasy question. I'm like, I wouldn't play either one. But in real life, I mean, listen, Slayton hasn't even been active the first 2 weeks. So we'll see. I mean, it's obviously been odd. You can't really predict what the New York Giants are going to do at the wide receiver position. I think we've learned that now through 2 weeks. And we'll see. We'll see how it develops over the course of the year. But I'm sure these things are going to work themselves out because they're going to have injuries. You know, knock on wood, they don't, but they're going to. And when they do, these other guys that are not getting much of an opportunity will get more of an opportunity. Let's go Vikings, man. What's going on there? Isaiah Manning's popping in. John Letourneau. Oh, he was active. Okay, my mistake, Warren. I did not think he was active. My mistake. He was active. I don't think he played. Did he get a snap? If he did, he wasn't out there much. John says, stand up, Chris. Fly, Eagle, fly, my friend. Let's get to 2-0 with the Giants, Cowboys, the luckiest team on the planet. What Eagles player are you scared to go off? A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown. I mean, especially after the week he had last week. A.J. Brown, for sure. I think he's your best weapon. I don't even think it's very close. So, yeah, definitely A.J. Brown. I don't know a ton about this Minnesota Vikings defense. I know that their secondary typically is not very good. So, I worry about that. Maybe I worry about your tight end as well. He's very good. We'll see. But, yeah, you guys certainly got some weapons in the passing game. And obviously, Jalen Hurts' legs. He's a threat. Get this guy out of here, George Ramos says. The burner is here, the entertainer burner, man. Hopefully we all get to celebrate a Philadelphia Eagles loss tonight. Appreciate all you guys, all my diehard subs in here for the Eagles game. And hopefully we have a fun night tonight. And the Philadelphia Eagles get absolutely destroyed. I'm hoping for it, man. I'm going to flip over to the game now. Should be starting any minute. We're getting set to kick off. Let's friggin' go, baby. Minnesota. What's up there, Nona, man? Thanks for popping in, buddy. And they're showing Jalen Hurts getting set to go. The only Eagle that makes me nervous is the little squirt. You mean Boston Scott? Is that who you meant? It's going to be close, Marty says. I agree. This is going to be a close game. High-scoring, close game. This is a very good game. 2 pretty evenly matched teams. If it was in Minnesota, I still picked Minnesota, but obviously I could see the Eagles winning. If it was in Minnesota, I would have felt a lot more comfortable that Minnesota was going to win. But I like Minnesota a lot. I liked them a lot before the year started. I think they're a good team. And I wouldn't be shocked if they win the North. I think they're good. But Eagles are good, too. It'll be a good game. 33-30 Vikings, Wilhelm says. What's going on, man? Thanks for popping in. Joe Arias in the chat. Tana, we won. Dallas is grass on Monday Night Football. 34-10 final score. Let's go. I don't care if it's 2-0, 34-10. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be as fair as I can be. And I'm excited going into that game. I definitely think we got a good chance to win that game. I don't think we're putting up 34 points on that defense the way our offenses looked the first 2 weeks. But who knows? Maybe the New York Giants turn on the Jets. Who knows? But so far, the Dallas defense has definitely kept them afloat. But we'll see. We'll see if the New York Giants offense is up to the test. We got an extra game, extra day to prepare for Monday Night Football. And regardless, I'm super amped up. We're 2-0 going up against the divisional rival on Monday night, primetime football. So it should be a lot of fun. Our first of 2 primetime games. Obviously, we play them on Thanksgiving this year against the Dallas Cowboys. So should be a really fun game to watch, and I'm really looking forward to it. MY Giants 26, he says, how's the job? What do you do if you don't? Well, I'm not going to give you like exactly what I do, but the job so far is going well, man. It's going well. I don't want people like showing up to my job. Not that you would, but not you specifically, but people listen to the chat. Sometimes you get crazies. You don't know. But the job's going good, man. Job's going good. It's got a good pension, got a good good benefits, dental, all that. So I'm excited about it. So it's going good. Just started, though. It's only my second week. Dolphins set to kick it away. Vikings set to kick it away. I always got Dolphins on my mind. Kicks away. And this is a high floater. It's going to bounce at the 13. The Eagles will pick it up there, makes a man miss. Good coverage there. Good job there by the Vikings. Eagles are going to start with it at about the 17. So good kick coverage there off the opening kick. Tyler, thank you very much, man. He says, Andrew got the highest rated tackle 2 weeks in a row. Yeah, I saw that. Was he the highest rated? I don't think he was the highest rated tackle week 1. I think from what I read, he was the highest rated tackle this week. And I think he's the highest rated tackle overall through 2 weeks. Week 1, I think he was the 3rd highest rated tackle, if I'm not mistaken. But regardless, Andrew Thomas has been incredible. He had an 88. I think it was an 88 PFF grade this week. So great job by Andrew Thomas. Continues to thrive so far in his 3rd year in the NFL. Here we go. First play of the game. That was a full start. Both tackles moved before the ball was snapped. Both of them, they didn't call it. And he hits Devontae Smith for a pickup of about 5 yards. But how do you miss that? They literally both moved, the right and left tackle, before the ball was snapped. Second down. Be 2nd and 5 here at the 22. Hurts coming out in the shotgun formation. Empty backfield. Vikings with a 4-man front. Hurts will take the snap. 3-step drop. Steps up. Now he's going to roll out to the right, try to use the legs. Backside pressure. And he's able to get it off to the tight end, Goddard. That's a big gain for about 15 yards and an Eagles first down. MY Giants 26, man. Thank you very much. He says, apologies. You don't have to donate for that, man. Got the right to keep private on socials. Yeah, man. You gotta can't give out too much information. I can't give out too much information. But good play there by Jalen Hurts on 2nd and 5. So 14:05 to go here in the first. Here's Hurts from his own 41. He's got Sanders to his right. Takes the snap. And he's going to give to Sanders. Sanders got a big hole off the left side. Makes a man miss. Cuts back over the middle. Picks up another 2. Gets 12 on the run. And the Eagles really starting to put the pedal to the metal here on this first drive. 13:46 to go here in the first quarter. So the Eagles off to a really good start. Not good for us, obviously, but the Eagles off to a good start. And looking at that Bills game, they got a 4th and 1 at the Tennessee 4. I was just curious to see if they scored on that drive. We'll see if they do. 1st and 10. Hurts takes the snap out of the gun. He's going to hand it out of the gun to Sanders off the right side. Nowhere to go. The former Giant helping out his former team, Dalvin Tomlinson, with the tackle. Got about 1.5 yards. So, big play coming up here for the Eagles. And we'll see what happens. What's up there, Ali Khan? So, here is Hurts coming out in the shotgun formation. He's got Sanders to his left. Vikings with a 4-man front. Play action. Steps up. Hurts going to try to take off and run with it. Dalvin Tomlinson again. Look at the former Giant coming to play. Nowhere to go for Hurts. I don't know if they're going to credit him with a sack. If they don't, Hurts got nothing. Got back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 8. Looked like he was going to be able to take off and run with it. And Dalvin Tomlinson. Let's go. Wolves, man. Thank you very much, man. Tana, check Twitter. It ain't over. All right, next commercial break. I'll check Twitter. 3rd and 8. 12:34 to go here in the first. They'll break the huddle. Here's Hurts coming out in the shotgun formation. Gainwell to his right. Vikings with a 4-man front. From the 45. Looked like another full start they didn't call. Hurts drops back to pass off his back leg, and he's got room to run after the catch. It's game, and there's a flag. Hopefully it's the full start. I don't think so because that was really late. 12:11 to go, but a huge gainer there by the Eagles all the way up to the 21-yard line. It's probably going to be a hold, hopefully. Illegal man downfield. And the Bills just scored a touchdown with a minute to go before the half. They're showing the highlight there. So the Bills go up by 10. So it's going to be a flag on the Eagles. 12-11 to go here in the first. Alonzo with a 3-run homer. Let's freaking go. I'm going to be streaming at least 2 of those Met games against the Braves. I'm hoping to stream all. Well, I think they play a game on a Sunday, so I'm not doing that game because of the Giants. But I'm going to try to stream 2 of them when they play the Braves, because obviously that's going to be a mega series. Eagles going to break the huddle. 3rd and 13. 11:54 to go here in the first. Hurts coming out in the shotgun formation here from midfield. Vikings with a 4-man front. Devontae Smith in motion. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, scanning, planning, has time, throws it, and he just got it over the outstretched hand of the defender. He hits A.J. Brown for a huge gain. Brown had a big day week 1, starting off good here for the Eagles. It's about a 20-yard pickup and a first down, all the way up to the 31 of Minnesota. Oh, that was a dangerous pass. Oh, that was a dangerous pass. 1st and 10 from the 31. Hurts has it out of the gun. Play action. Rolling, strolling. Now he's going to run with it. Hurts gets hit at the knees, and he falls to the ground for about 3, maybe 4. It'll be 2nd and 6, maybe 7. 11:09 to go here in the first. Tana, tonight shows the excitement for the Giants. When was the last time we were in first place? I know. Hopefully we stay. Well, we're going to be in first place regardless. Tied for first place if the Eagles win. But technically, the Eagles will be ahead of us because they have 2 conference wins. I think that would be the tiebreaker as of now, just 2 games into the season. But it really doesn't matter. But we'd be tied in terms of record. So here we go. Eagles have it. Man in motion, right to left. Hurts takes the snap, turns, gives up the middle. And that's a gain of about, I'll say, 7. Bring up 3rd down. 10:29 to go here in the first. Evan Neal underrated. Evan Neal didn't play very good this week. I'm not going to lie to you, but he's a rookie. I expect him to get a lot better. But he's gonna have his struggles, man. He's definitely going to have his struggles. 3rd and 3. Big play here for the Eagles from the 24-yard line. Looks like a pistol. Takes the snap. Hurts has it. He's going to keep it on the RPO. Throws. Got a man open up and the flat. That's, who was that? That was Pascal. All the way up to the 15-yard line. And the Eagles now in the red zone threatening to score 6 here on the opening drive. They've really chewed up a lot of clock, too. 5 minutes already off on this drive. Good patience there by Jalen Hurts, able to hit his man. So now the Eagles will have it at the 15. Could have been hit with a late hit, if I'm being honest. I'm glad he didn't get hit with a late hit, but could have been. So here they are from the 16. Sanders in the backfield. Hurts coming out in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Play action. Looks right. Throws right. Got him. That's Goddard. Spins out of a tackle down to the 3-yard line. And that's a first down. Eagles got it, first to goal at the 3. Hurts rushing him to the line of scrimmage. 9:31 to go here in the first. Ain't going to get no 6s in the chat, Todd. You're going to get Kirk Cousins in the chat when the Vikings get the ball. 9:19 to go. Here's Hurts. Hurts with it. Out of the gun. Takes the snap. Fakes the hand up. Now he's going to try to run it in. And he barrels forward and he gets in. So a great first drive for the Eagles. We know it's going to be a high-scoring game. Hopefully the Vikings respond on their first drive. But it's 6-0 Philadelphia. 9:09 to go here in the first. A 3-yard gallop for Jalen Hurts. Yeah, really good opening drive for the Eagles, Big Blue Elo, man. What channel is the Eagle game? It's on ABC. The Bills game's on ESPN. And Clayton, thank you very much. Am I nuts for Philadelphia in the Super Bowl? Could be a generational thing, or being from New England. Just couldn't see Tom get another. Hate the Birds, but hate Dallas plus the Pats more. But you're a Giants fan? Snap, hold, kick. Good. Clayton, you're nuts. There's a flag on the play. I think they're going to back him up 5 yards. So the Eagles are going to have to kick this again and delay a game. So now it'll be a 38-yard attempt. But Clayton, if you're a Giant, you're not saying you're picking the Eagles. You're saying, are you crazy to root for the Eagles? No, you can't root for the Eagles. You can't be a Giants fan and root for the Eagles ever. 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 That's like a Yankee fan rooting for the Boston Red Sox, or a Boston Red Sox fan rooting for the Yankees. Can't happen, Clayton. Can't happen. You root for anybody else. You root for anybody else but the Philadelphia Eagles or the Dallas Cowboys. Can't happen, man. That's against fanhood for the New York Giants. Can't happen. That's just my opinion. You do what you want. There's no rules. Mets, man, thank you very much, man. Chris, mind if I try my luck against you 1 week? In the pick'ems? Yeah, well, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it randomized. I'm gonna start asking trivia questions. So if you answer the trivia question, I want to make it fair for everybody. You'll get on. But I'm gonna start doing trivia. I got probably about snap, hold, kick is good. 7-0 Eagles. I got about, I want to say about, I think 2 or 3 guests lined up already. And then after that, I'm gonna start doing trivia questions. It can if you're married to a Red Sox fan. Well, marriage makes it a little bit different, I suppose. You don't want your husband or wife to be upset. Now they're going to have an offsides. I think that'll be added on to the kickoff. So 7-0 Eagles, and instead of kicking from they'll kick 5 yards closer to the end zone. So that's what I assume. So it'll be a touchback either way, more than likely. But the Eagles lead 7-0. And let's go on over to that Bills game right before the half. Always like to flip when you got 2 games on at once. We got a commercial break. I think there's like 50 seconds left till halftime. And they're bringing a ambulance out on the field. Hopefully whoever got hit is all right. I don't know what's going on here, but there's an ambulance out on the field. So a bad injury here in this Bills game. Never a good sign when you see the ambulance come out onto the football field. So see what happens there. Let's flip on over to the Mets real quick. See the score. I know it was 3-0. And it still is. Bottom of the 4th. Nobody on. Mets lead 3-0. All right. Clayton, no true Giants fan bothered watching that Super Bowl unless you betted on the game. Well, I watched the Super Bowl, LP. I'm not going to lie about that, but I rooted for the Patriots. Can't root for the Eagles. At least me. I can't. I say it all the time. It's not just football. They're my most hated team in all the sports that I watch. I hate the Eagles. Can one of the weeks be against me and Bad Dog? I mean, we could do that. I just wanted to give the subscribers an opportunity to come on the channel. I felt like it would be fun and interactive for them to come on and get an opportunity, to try to beat me. But maybe 1 week I'll have Bad Dog or a content creator on. I just thought it would be cool to have you guys come on. Cinemason, I hope I pronounced that right. I probably didn't. Cinnamonson, maybe. Thank you so much for the $5 donation. As a New York Giants fan, have you ever had a rough time in Philadelphia? No. Listen, I give Philadelphia Eagles fans a hard time about their city. I make fun of them, for fun. It's not like I actually hate their city. When I say their city's so pathetic, their most famous statue is of a movie character. Well, when I say things like that, when you come to New York City, you don't see a statue of the Ghostbusters. We actually have real people that we idolize. But no, all kidding aside, I actually like the city of Philadelphia the few times I've been. I've never had any issues with it. I actually ran a marathon in Philadelphia years ago. Been there 2 or 3 other times, visited it. Never had any issues with Philadelphia. It's not New York. Don't get it twisted. But I've never had any real issues with Philadelphia. Let's see what we got. I've never been to an Eagles. I've been to a Phillies game in Philadelphia. I've never been to an Eagles game in Philadelphia. And I never really had any issues with the fans wearing a Mets jersey. I actually went to 3 games there. I went there on vacation for a weekend. I went to all 3 games when the Mets played the Phillies years ago, like 10, 12 years ago, whatever, probably even longer than that. And no, I didn't have any real issues. Ayub, man, thank you very much. Why can't we score with ease like, why? Number 8. Well, he's part of it for sure. It's more than just number 8, but yeah, he's part of it. The quarterback's always a part of it. He's the most important player in the team. Kicks away. And that's going to sail over their head. They'll start at the 25. Jones, the line, the new scheme, the new offense. Like there's several factors. But Jones is certainly a part of it. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why that happens every now and again. I knock myself out, so hopefully you guys didn't leave. You've probably become accustomed to that. That happens every now and again. So sorry about that. I'm gonna answer that, Clayton, right after this. 9:09 to go here in the first. Here's Cousins under center from his own 25. 2 wide set. Man in motion is Jefferson. He'll take the snap. Turns, gives to Cook. Eagles do a great job there at sewing that up. The Eagles' interior defensive line is their strength on defense. So it's going to be hard for Dalvin Cook to get it going until such time Cousins opens up the passing game. Clayton says, my least favorite teams in order: 1, Dallas; 2, the Pats; 3, the Eagles. Worst Super Bowl ever. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not a fan of I'm not a fan of the Patriots either. But in that game, I'd be damned if I'm rooting for the Eagles over the Patriots. But Yeah, for me, it's Eagles 1, Cowboys 2, Washington 3. That's my order. So here we go. 2nd and 11 after they lost a yard on first down on the run. Cousins takes the snap out of the shotgun, throws, hits Jefferson at the 30, and it'll go down there. It'll bring up a 3rd and 5. He was hit as soon as he caught it. Cousins was able to pick up 6, make it more manageable on 3rd down. And there's the app if you guys do want to use the promo code. Thank you for posting that, Dire Giants fan. Use the code Entertainer. 100% deposit match. Thank you, Dire. Yeah, I saw the ambulance on the field. Next stoppage of play, I'll flip back to that to see if, what the story is with that. But I flipped there briefly and saw the ambulance on the field. 3rd and 5, man in motion left to right. Here's Cousins. Big play here from his own 30. 3 wide. Takes the snap, drops back, under pressure, throws, and it's batted away. Darius Slay makes a play on the ball, incomplete. Vikings are going to have to punt. So a bad start to this game for the Vikings. Bad start. Still got the ambulance out because I think, because the time has not changed in the Bills game. 45 seconds to go there. And I think they're starting to get ready to play again. Yes, they are. As the Titans actually have pretty favorable field position. They got it at their own 38 with 2 timeouts. So maybe they get a field goal before the half. Vikings set to punt it away. And the Eagles are going to call for no fair catch at the 22. They'll field it and try to take off. And a good job there by the Vikings in coverage. That's one thing I'll say so far. In special teams, the Vikings have been very good on kick coverage and punt coverage so far. 7:34 to go here in the first. No return at the 22. Jalen Hurts getting set to take the field. Commercial. Let's see the end of the Bills half. You got to do some flipping. 37 seconds to go. I don't know where they got the ball. Down to 35. Tannehill got sacked, so that's probably going to do it. It didn't look like the Titans called a timeout either. Greg Rousseau, the former Miami Hurricane that dropped in the draft that year to the 2nd round, and that's going to do it. The Titans are just going to let the clock tick down. So that's going to the half. Bills lead 17-7. Muted Growl, my man. He says, I actually hate Philadelphia, the city, the people, and especially the sports team. I certainly hate the sports teams. I'm not fond of the fans. I will say my interactions with Philadelphia fans on YouTube have been relatively pleasant. The rowdiest Philadelphia fan, the one story I have, and it wasn't like he was mean towards me, he was just an asshole. The rowdiest Philadelphia story that I have is when I went to that Mets-Phillies game. On the way out, me and my friends were driving back to go back to the hotel because, like I said, we went to all 3 games. We spent the weekend in Philadelphia. And a car pulled up next to us. The guy rolled down his window. He had 2 beers in his hand driving, and he was chugging beers, and he was bragging about it. And I think I even said to the guy, I'm like, you're drinking and driving. He said, yeah, that's what we do in Philadelphia. So that I will say that. I'm not saying that represents every Philadelphia fan. I'm sure that's happened in New York too. But doesn't represent the fans very well. But in terms of people attacking me or anything like that, I've never experienced that. But I also have not gone to Philadelphia a lot for sporting events. Really, I've been to Mets-Phillies games a few times. I've been not just that one time. I went at least 1 or 2 other times as well. Never been to an Eagles game on the road. I've seen the Eagles here. I never been to an Eagles game on the road. So, yeah. But I guess that's my Philadelphia story. LO Slay got away with one. Yeah, a little contact perhaps, Christian. Surprised the Philly fan would even know how to wind down a car window. It wasn't in the 80s, Robert. That was like 2000 and it was the new stadium that it's not new anymore, but at the time it was relatively new. Citizens Bank Park. It was probably it was when the Phillies were really good, when they had like Utley and those guys. There's a throw out in the flat. That's caught by A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown cuts it back up the middle, picks up 9. It'll be 2nd and 1, but there's a flag on the play. This could be coming back. Hopefully it's a hold. 7:27 to go here in the first. So, yeah, it was probably like mid-2000s. Another illegal man downfield penalty, I think it was, which is the second one of those for the Eagles so far in this game, trying to run a lot of screens. So they'll bring it back. Chris Epps, he says, sounds like the average Eagles fan. Yeah, or at least a reputation. Never met a Philly fan in London, Chris, but there are a lot of Giants fans. Really? Interesting. Yeah, well, I know that because you guys are all subscribed to my channel. So you know what it is from UK fans I've talked to, because obviously I'll talk about this in 1 second as they're showing Landon Dickerson, a guy that a lot of Giants fans wanted to draft a couple of years ago, the interior offensive lineman. Here's Hurts. He fumbles the snap, but Sanders was able to pick it up. No, lost 3 yards, though. Got destroyed in the backfield. So Hurts bobbled that snap. It'll be 2nd and 18. I've talked to a number of UK subscribers about how they started becoming New York Giants fans. And the sport didn't really start getting more popular over there until, at least from what I've been told, until maybe 7, 8 years ago. And that's kind of when, Odell Beckham started to take off. And he was a really popular player. And that's why, at least from the UK fans I've talked to, a lot of you guys became New York Giants fans. 2nd and 18. Here's Hurts coming out in the gun here from his own 15. Takes the snap, 3-step drop, steps up, buys time, throws it up, and he's got a man. It's caught. He's going to be about a yard or two short. It was Watkins. But my God, man, that is the second time the Eagles had a third. I think it was 3rd and 15 last time. They got 21. 2nd and 18. This time they get like 17. Like, come on, man. I think they got 16. Depends on the spot. Yeah, it'll be 3rd and 2. They gave him 16. 5:52 to go here in the first. Hurts is 6 for 6 to 5 different receivers for 79 yards. We'll see if the Vikings can make adjustments. Here they are out of the pistol. Hurts pulls it back, throws, Goddard. There's a flag. We'll see who it's on. Could be a push-off. Seems like, yes, it is. Offensive pass interference. I think it's on Goddard. So that's going to bring up 3rd and long instead of an easy first down. 5:39 to go. The way this Vikings defense is played, it doesn't matter much. It was on Devontae Smith, actually. Hopefully they could get off the field here because now they got an opportunity. Maybe it was a pick play. Let's take a quick look. And, yep, they hit Devontae. Yep. You saw him leave that left hand out a little bit of interference. Referee didn't miss it, Devontae. So it'll be 3rd and 12 after the 10-yard penalty. 5:33 to go here in the first. Here we go. Hurts coming out in the shotgun formation from his own 21. Vikings with a 4-man front. 4 wide set for the Eagles. Hurts takes the snap for the Birds. Drops back. Steps up. And he gets rocked from behind. It's a 10-yard loss and a big sack for the Vikings. Get the hell off the field. Come on, Kirk. Let's get it done on this drive. 5:05 to go here in the first. 7-0 Eagles. Vikings about to get the ball. And Fear the Land. Thank you very much, man. What's up, Chris? Crazy second week of the season. Despite the choke by the Browns, the Browns still run Ohio. I can't believe you guys lost. I thought for sure you were going to beat the New York Jets. I am shocked that you guys lost. Yeah, I'm shocked. But yes, the first 2 weeks have been insane. Like Fear the Land is the punts away. Vikings are going to call for it. No, they catch it at the 39 and they go down at the 39. So they'll start there. If I would have told you at the beginning of the year, to everybody in this chat, and granted it's only 2 weeks, but at the beginning of the year, Tua Tagovailoa would lead not just the AFC, the entire NFL in touchdown passes and passing yards, you would have called me a drug addict. If I would have told you at the beginning of the year the Indianapolis Colts would be winless and they would have gotten shut out against the Jacksonville Jaguars, and that the Cincinnati Bengals would be winless and the New York Giants would be 2-0, you would send me to a therapist. That's the beauty of the NFL. Clayton, thank you very much, man. Will you make a result vid of the weekly picks with fans? What do you mean result? Like going over? I mean, I'll recap it, I guess, every week. Maybe I'll just quickly recap the rundown of how I did and how my opponent did and just show my yearly record. I'll do that. It's going to be live streams. It was a live stream this week. It'll be a live stream next week. It's just more fun. And they're going to be pretty short. They'll be about 45, 50 minutes in length. But I just want to get an opportunity to get some of you guys on, get more involved in the channel. So that's what we did this week. That's what we'll do next week. So I'll go over Wolves' pick, my picks really quick. And just go over our records and my overall record for the year, which I think is now going to be 1-0 against you guys. So I didn't have to give away a fitted hat this week. Anyone seen Chris? This game result is fine. We'll be leading the wild card. Fine with me. Listen, It's early in the season. It's more so fun to just hope the Eagles lose. I'm not too worried about the division right now. We know we got to win at least 9 or 10 games to make the playoffs. So it's way too early to start worrying about it. But of course, you always want to see the Philadelphia Eagles lose, right? They're the favorite in the division. You'd like to get a game up on them if you can, albeit it's early in the year. Yeah, sure. I know Scherzer was shutting him out, Brandon. Let me take a quick gander over there. He was shutting him out, and he still is. 2 outs, nobody on in the bottom of the 5th. So hopefully, and only 51 pitches. So Max is going to go at least 7, probably at least 8 at this rate if he can keep it going. Hey, Chris, I think we are underestimating the trust Dable, and well, he is coming off the injury, right? So maybe not. He may be on a pitch count. Hey, Chris, I think we are underestimating the trust Dable and Kafka have in Jones. Last drive yesterday on the must first down play to seal the game, they put it in Jones' hand, not Saquon's. I think I think it's more so right now, early in the year. It's not so much Jones as it is the offensive line. I don't think they trust the offensive line enough to be able to open up this offense as much as they'd like to. I think it's more so that. I think they want to find out what Daniel Jones is. They may not trust him, but they need to find out what he is. So I do think they want him to throw the ball a lot more than he has so far, but I don't think they trust the line yet. They're still developing. Vikings coming out under center, offset I formation from their own 39. Man in motion is Jefferson. Cousins takes the snap, turns, hands up the middle. Still pushing. Good gain there on first down for the Vikes. They got about 4. I don't think it was Dalvin Cook. I think it was the backup running back. It'll be 2nd and 6. And Allison, thank you very much. Do you have an updated record prediction? Yeah, I will slightly update my preseason record. I had a preseason record of 7-10, and I still wouldn't be shocked if they finished at 7-10, even though they won their first 2 games. But I said they would start 1-2, and I had them losing to the Bears. So as of now, I'm going to up it by 1. I'm going to go 8-9 as of now. Vikings have it. Play action. Cousins rolls out to the right. He'll dump it down and out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of about 3. It'll be 3rd and 4. So I'll up it by 1. I'll go 8-9 now. If they beat the Cowboys, I might up it to 9-8. But they got to beat the Cowboys. 3:48 to go here in the first. 3rd and 5 coming up. Chad Powers, number 1 overall pick. Eli Manning, I saw that video today. It was hysterical. Here's Cousins, 3rd and 5, drops back, throws, and batted away. Good coverage there. I think it was Bradbury, the former New York Giant. So this Eagles secondary continues to flourish early on in this ball game. 3:25 to go here in the first. We've seen 2 former New York Giants for both of these teams doing a good job so far. Bradbury with a good pass breakup. Dalvin Tomlinson, I think, had a sack on the opening drive, and he had a nice tackle for a short gain in terms of the run game for the Eagles. So good play there by Bradbury. Hopefully the Vikings could at least pin him deep. They've got it right around midfield. They'll punt it here from about the 43, their own 43. And stoppage in play. I don't know what the call is. Waiting on the call. I think there was a clock problem. No penalties or anything. There was a clock problem. 3:25 to go. They reset the clock. So the Vikings will line up to punt. And he gets the punt off. And the Birds will call for a fair catch at about the 17. It's not bad, but I was hoping for a bit better than that. 3:19 to go here in the first. Philadelphia will start with it from their own 17. Jalen Hurts getting set to take the field. It's vodka, AV. It's vodka. No, it's water. What's up, Nats? Thanks for popping in. Leadoff triple for Nimmo. Awesome. This solely proving that playing against the Packers isn't that big of a deal. Yeah, I mean, I think the Packers will get better over the course of the year. I don't know how Rodgers did yesterday. I didn't watch the game. I know they beat the Bears pretty easily. And I know that they held, what's his name? Justin Fields to 70 yards passing. But I didn't get an opportunity to watch that game. I still think the Packers are good. You miss James Bradbury? He's a decent to good player, so you should. I don't think he fit the scheme well, which is why I think ultimately they let him walk. I always found the Eagles unis to be ugly. Dust Under. Well, green's actually my favorite color growing up as a kid, but yeah, screw the Eagles jerseys. I'd rather use it as toilet paper. Chris, is there a way we could re-sign? I think you meant to say Jones next year without the expensive franchise tag. Someone was talking about some other type of tag the other day. Maybe I misunderstood. I mean, listen, in an ideal world, the best deal for, in my opinion, if we're bringing back Jones, I'm not saying we are, but if we are, if you said, Chris, we're bringing back Jones, what would be an ideal contract for you? It would be this. Let me pull up the contract real quick. And I've said it several times. So you guys have probably heard me talk about it before. But this would be the contract that I'd prefer as opposed to a franchise tag. And I'll explain why after I show it. This was of a quarterback last year. If they had to bring him back and they decided to bring him back, I would prefer this. Derek Carr last year got a 3-year, $121 million contract. And people just look at the dollar amount and they go crazy, right? But when you really look at the contract, the cap hit this year is only $19.3 million. So it's only going $19 million against the cap next year. And then it's 35, 43, and 43. But the caveat to that is in 2023, it's only a $5 million dead cap hit. So you could get out of that contract after 1 year if Carr is not performing and if the Giants did a contract like this, if Jones is not performing. And you could kind of move the money around so you're not hampered by a franchise tag where you can't move any money around at all, which would go $32 million against the cap. So if in an ideal world, I would like to sign a deal like that. Technically a 3-year deal, but it's really a 1. That's the way I look at a deal like that. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Hurts coming out under center. And I'm going to get to that super chat in a second. Coming out from his own 18. Hurts takes the snap, turns, gives, off left guard, got 3. Dalvin Tomlinson with another tackle. And Rob, man, thank you very much. What if I told you 2 months ago that DJ would be 39, 53, 364 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception through 2 games with some New York Giants fans calling him the new Joe Montana? What would you say? I haven't seen any New York Giants fans calling him the next Joe Montana. I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that. I've seen overreactions, at least in my opinion, on both sides. That's just my opinion. Hurts takes the snap out of the gun, drops back the pass, hits Sanders, and Sanders is tackled down at about the 22. It'll be 3rd and 5. I've seen people say he's been complete dog shit, and the team has won in spite of him, which I disagree with. I don't think he's been the main reason why we've won, but I don't think he's held the team back personally. I think he's been a game manager. He's been okay. Not telling you he's been great. And then I've seen people say he's been great, which I don't think he's been great. But I didn't expect great going into the year. I really didn't. I expect him to improve over the course of the year, but I thought the offense was going to be sluggish coming out. It's why I'm going to remain patient for at least another 3 or 4 weeks. Let this offense develop before I really start to truly evaluate not just Jones, but the offense. And here's Hurts out of the gun, takes the snap, drops back to pass, throws, got a man on the left sideline, tackled out of bounds at the 30. So it'll be a 1st down. And John, he says, know the feeling. Blue is always my favorite color, but I'm an Eagles fan. Can't stand the Giants or the Cowboys, who are both blue teams. Yeah, man. I don't know why I didn't choose the Jets, to be honest with you, because green was my favorite color growing up as a kid, but I was true blue, stuck with the Giants. There's Hurts. Hurts hits Goddard. Goddard with a stiff arm, and he goes out of bounds. There's a flag on the play. We'll see who it's on. It was a 6-yard pickup. Minute 22 to go here in the 1st. I agree. Jones still takes too long to throw the ball. We'll see over the course of the year. I'm giving him 15 more games. We got no choice. I'm not telling you not to have concerns. You have every right to be concerned. But I'm going to give him the game. I'm going to give him the 15 games. We'll see where we stand at the end of the year, how he's playing at the end of the year, how the team does at the end of the year, where we're picking at the end of the year, what quarterbacks are available at the end of the year, how those quarterbacks at college perform at the end of the year. There's so many variables. So I'm not coming to a conclusion with any of them until such time I see Jones play for the rest of the year. Know where we're picking in the draft. No other quarterbacks who are going to be in the draft played. Who's going to be available? Like, it's just way too much to even project. 1st and 15 here from their own 25. Hurts takes the snap out of the gun. Play action. Drops back. Throws over the middle. That's a dart. And that's a gain of about 12 for A.J. Brown, 2nd and 3. Nope, he did not. I think it was the third quarter, JD. Maybe it was the fourth. I thought it was the third quarter, JD. The touchdown drive, if I'm not mistaken. The 2 field goal drives, I think, were in the fourth quarter. But yeah, that was a great drive. 2nd and 4. Here's Hurts. Hurts hands to Sanders, and Sanders got maybe 3 or 3.5. There's a flag on the play. Hopefully it's a hold, and it backs him up. 32 seconds to go here in the first. 7-0 Eagles. And it's going to be a penalty on Minnesota. Holding, a defensive holding on a run play. You don't see that often. So that's going to be a first down for the Birds. Why is nobody talking about extending Andrew Thomas? I've been talking about that since last year. I know that you can't do it until after 3 years. So I've been talking about that for over a year. But if he stays healthy this year, at the end of the year, you extend him. He's a long-term piece. You don't mess around. You sign him. You extend him on the lower market. That's the smart decision. Eagles got it here. Pistol formation here from their own 45. 16 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Hurts, turns, gives, and there's Sanders. Sanders will barrel forward for about 2. It'll bring up a 2nd and 8, and that'll take us to the second quarter. Giants' 2 best receivers aren't even playing, and offensive line can't pass protect for nothing. Yeah, I mean, there's other variables than just a quarterback. Yeah, and if you're being fair, you should acknowledge that. The offensive line has been pitiful, and like you said, I mean, you look at the leading receivers yesterday. Richie James was the leading receiver. David Sills was 2nd. So there's other factors than just a quarterback. He hasn't played great. I'm not telling you he has. He's played okay. He needs to play much better over the course of the year to remain on as the Giants quarterback. But it's early yet. It's still early. Do I like fish sticks? Not really. Joe Judge in the chat. My God, Joe Judge. Yeah, give AT a blank check is right, King Trizzy. Ring of Honor ceremony and wearing the Color Rush unis. Dude, this year, how many guys did the New York Giants have getting inducted into the Ring of Honor? I feel like it's like 8? Like, it's a ridiculous number when I saw it. It's a lot. Leonard Marshall, there's like 8 guys, I think. Maybe not quite that many, but there's a lot that are getting inducted into the Ring of Honor this year. Chris, thoughts on getting Jalen? So, I mean, I like it. We were really thin on the at the linebacker core. I don't know how big of an impact he's going to have, but he played with this team last year. He's got some familiarity with the Dallas Cowboys, I suppose. Same time we picked him up last year was when we were going against Dallas. Maybe he plays with a little bit of extra motivation. We're thin at that position. I like it. There's nothing not to like about the move. I don't know how much he's going to play. We'll see. But, yeah, I don't mind the move at all. Big Bang. What up, Tana? What's going on, Big Bang, man? Thanks so much for popping in, man. Appreciate you for being here, dude. Hope you're having a good night, and hopefully the Eagles lose this football game. Not the best of starts, but still really early. Richie James has been good, man. Richie James at 55 yards. He's been good, man. He's been good for 51 yards, I think. If he had 55 yards the first game, he's certainly been a pleasant surprise so far. He stepped in and done a pretty good job. Has Mark Lewinsky done good? Not really. I mean, the whole interior offensive line has not done very good. He's done better than the left guard, but I'll show you his PFF grade. I mean, I'm not going to show you the film from every game. Okay. You want to know what Mark Lewinsky's PFF grade is right now? Oh God. Oh, this pains me to look at this stuff. And people ask why the New York Giants offense is so bad. It's partially Jones, for sure. That's his PFF grade, 48.8. Josh Azudu. I don't know what his is. Eagles going to go to the line of scrimmage here. Shotgun formation, 2nd and 8 from their own 47. Hurts drops back to pass. Heaves it deep. It's a wobbler, but he's got him wide open. Touchdown, Watkins. And the Eagles go up 13-0, extra point pending. Man, the Vikings coverage is horrible. Horrible. This is Azudu's. That is Josh Azudu's PFF grade so far. 28.6. Ben Bredesen. I mean, my God. Ben Bredesen so far, 50.5. On Feliciano, 40.2. This is not good. Evan Neal. I know it's not good. 44.6. The only good one we got right now is Andrew Thomas, guys. That's it. So that's part of the problem. 13-0 extra point pending. And John Letourneau, man, thank you very much, man. Let me change the score real quick. 13-0. That's 14-0 as they made the extra point. Let me get that real quick. John Letourneau, man, thank you very much. Let me just see. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. No. John says, beat Dallas on Monday. They stink. Go Eagles. You guys are looking good tonight. 14-0. Still early. I know I think the Vikings start with the ball in the second half, but not a good start for this game if you're a Giant fan, a Viking fan, or a Cowboy fan. And Cinnamon, thank you very much, man. Would LT dominate today? Is the Pope Catholic? Mark Lewinsky, I already went over. I went over him first. He was like 38. Would LT dominate today? That's like asking if Michael Jordan would dominate today. Of course LT would dominate today. LT changed the game. LT was a monster. So, yes, the game is played the way it is today defensively because of a player like LT. So, yes, he would. He's a player that would dominate any era in the history of the sport. The greatest defensive player of all time. Arguably the greatest player of all time. Kicks away. That's going to go over his head. They'll start at their own 25. 14:52 to go here in the second. See if the Vikings can get something going here. Answer is yes, Rob says yes. So just underway here in the second quarter. 7-0 Philadelphia. This is my favorite thing. We'll do the MJ talk like we always do because people seem to hate this guy for some reason. Cousins drops back to pass, throws, got his man out in the flat. That's caught, and that's a gain of 3. But I completely disagree with this statement. Completely disagree with this statement. But we'll talk more about it at halftime. But Michael Jordan would dominate in any era. And anybody that thinks otherwise is out of their mind. You're just looking at stats. And you say, oh, he doesn't have a great three-point percentage. Michael Jordan would dominate in any era. And we'll talk further about that at halftime. 14:25 to go. Vikings will break the huddle. What's up there, Dr. Drake? Cousins under center, man in motion. He'll take the snap. Play action. Cousins rolls out to the right. Fakes it. Now he's going to take off and run. He dives forward. And he's going to be a yard short, maybe a half yard. It'll be about 3rd and 1. 14 minutes to go here in the second. Oh, he'd easily be number 1. Easily be number 1. Not even close. Easily be number 1. Do you realize Michael Jordan played in an era where you were literally allowed to punch somebody in the face and you wouldn't get called for a technical foul? Now, if you sneeze on a guy, he goes to the line for a flagrant. No, Michael Jordan would be a monster in today's game. 13:38 to go here in the second. And Big Moo going to get to you in 1 second. Cousins coming out under center. 3rd and about a half yard. Man in motion. They're going to hand on the end around. Got a good lead blocker to the 40, 45, 50. Out of bounds at the 48 into Philadelphia territory. 13:25 to go. And Big Moo. Let me see. Big Moo says, we just have to take care of ourselves, just win. Yeah, I mean, exactly. It's just fun to call a game early on in the year. And Rob, he says, what would Kayvon Thibodeau do in his first game make you say, God damn, this guy's a game changer? I mean, get a couple sacks, make a big impact in the game. I'm not going to put those expectations on him, in his first game, but obviously, yeah, make a huge impact in his first game. Stand out, right? Kind of like Parsons did early on. There's a throw over the middle, a pickup of 11 as he hit Justin Jefferson. It was a little bit behind him. Jefferson made a good adjustment on it, and now they're in Philadelphia territory. Pete, man, thank you very much, man. Drafted in the second round must be nice. I mean, what's it like? Second-round quarterback coach whose main tool is rock, paper, scissors, effortless offense. Oh, you're talking about Hurts? Yeah. Drops back to pass, throws. That's bobbled by Cook. He's able to hold it in. Nowhere to go, though. He'll actually lose a yard. But, yeah, I mean, when you can pass protect like the Eagles can, It's a lot easier to throw the football. I still don't think he's a good thrower, but they have a good offense. They have a good football team. And he's a threat to run, and he plays in a good scheme. Jeremiah, what's going on? Is it Azudu's birthday? Happy birthday to Azudu. 24-7 Bills. I actually threw a couple of bucks on that game. So, hopefully they cover. Looking good so far. 11:54 to go here in the second. 14-0. Here we go. Cousins going to take the snap out of the gun. He's going to turn and give. And he breaks a couple of tackles. That's a pickup of about 6. It'll bring up 3rd and 5, maybe 6 for the Vikings. 11:39 to go here in the second. 3rd and 6. That was Dalvin Cook off the left tackle. I don't even want to look at Tate Crowder and Austin Cleatrow. I'm sure they're awful. Come on, pick up the first here. Let's go. 11:23 to go. Here in Philadelphia, Birds off to a good start. Vikings trying to get back into it. Cousins out of the gun from the Eagles 34. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Cousins drops back, 5-step drop, scans, plans, throws, caught, breaks a tackle, down to the 19-yard line. That's a first down for the Vikings. Let's go. Come on. Big move. Thank you very much, man. My Tibbs is playing in his first game prime time. I sure hope so, man. Or Mr. Tibbs, rather. I sure hope so, man. I hope we get to see him out there as soon as possible. But I don't want him to rush it either. Good throw there by Cousins. Come on, baby. Vikings now got it in the red zone. At the 19. Pistol formation. 10:30 to go here in the second. Cousins going to motion the running back out wide left. It's a 5-wide set. Empty backfield. Kirk drops back to pass. Rolling, strolling, throwing, caught to the 10. Gallops a defender down to the 2. First down. Mundy, the tight end. 10-11 to go here in the second. Pound it to Cook, baby. 1st and goal. Or Munt, however it's pronounced, whatever it is. First and goal. Scoreboard, I'll change it after this play. It's 14-0 Eagles. 9:45 to go. Cousins has it. He's going to fake the handoff. Rolls out. Throws. Touchdown, Vikings. Can I get some skulls in the chat? 14-6, extra point pending. Irv Smith, the tight end, holds it in. It's funny because I don't know why this does it. I did change the score because when I go to adjust it, it says 14-0. But for some reason on there, it says 7-0. I'll wait till the extra point. But right now, it's 14-6, extra point pending. Good play call there. Hurts brought it back in, hit Irv Smith in the right corner. We got a new ball game. Vikings start with it in the second half. 9:39 to go here in the second quarter. 9 plays, 75 yards, 5:13 on the drive for the Vikes. Snap, hold, kick, good. 14-7. Cannoli boy in the chat. What's going on? Anthony Schiaffano says, stand. He didn't finish. He just said, stand. He just wanted me to keep saying the A. Stand. What's going on there, Jacob, man? Chris is excited as when the Giants go. No, not that excited, but I hate the Eagles with a passion. You know that, Jacob. Let's see what we got here. Cousins turns into Stevie Wonder come primetime games. You can't see anything out there. Just had a touchdown drive, so hopefully he gets it together, Devontae. Cousins and Goff chewing that Eagles D up, JD says. Let's go, man. Evan Neal's birthday's today. Somebody just said it was Azudu's birthday. They share the same birthday. Cannoli boy, what's going on? Buffalo is looking like it's going to be their year 24-7 over the Titans. I mean, they just beat the Rams 31-10 week 1. So they're insane, man. Chris, never saw you without a hat on. You have hair. What, did you think I was bald? Direman, I appreciate you for posting the link to the sponsor on the channel. Appreciate that. Prize Picks, 100% match. Thank you. Appreciate that. Mets up 5-0. Thank you, Jeremy. Yeah, I knew they were up 3-0, so they're starting to take a hold of that game. But my guess would be Jeremy. I know that the Braves were up earlier. They're probably still up. They were up 1-0 last I checked, and they are up 4-2. So the Mets have won literally, if they win tonight, I think 5 in a row, and the Braves have won 5 in a row. Like, the Braves don't lose. It's ridiculous. The Mets are going to win over 100 games, and they may lose the division. So it's insane. It's absolutely insane. Nobody's letting up. It's going to come down to that final series, Mets-Braves. 3-game series. Mr. Chris, Coach Dable's the toast of the town. Yeah, he's been great. Braves will have won 4 in a row. My mistake, Mets. Hey, man, being bold isn't bad. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just, I guess he thought I was bold. I've never been bold. So the bald looks good on you, my man. I don't know if it looked good on me. Some guys it looks good, some guys it doesn't. Raphael says, when will the Mets face the Braves? Important series. They play them in like a week. Not even, I think. They play them in Atlanta. I think they got the A's after the Brewers, but it's only a 2-game series, and then they play the Braves. So, oh, no, I'm sorry. They got the Marlins. The A's are a 3-game series. So they got 2 more versus the Brewers, then 3 versus the A's, then 2 versus the Marlins, then the Braves. So they've got 7 more games after tonight before the Braves. So you have to figure the Mets will probably be tied with the Braves or a game up or a game. Like, it's going to come down to that series. Kicks away. Eagles are going to field this from the 7. They'll take it out to the 15 and tackle down at the 16. Good. That's one thing I'll continue to say. The kick coverage tonight by the Vikings has been really good. Tackled them down at the 17 on the first kick, 16 on the second. The punt coverage was great. Hopefully the defense can now do the job. Who has the tougher schedule to close out? It doesn't matter. The Braves could be playing the Dodgers every game and they'd win. It does not matter. The Braves have a slightly harder schedule, but they never lose. Since June 1st, the Braves have had the best record in baseball, probably by a wide margin. I think on June 1st, the Braves were like 10 games under 500. And now they're going to win over 100 games. Here comes Hurts coming out in the shotgun formation from his own 16. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, tries to turn the corner, and a nice hit there at the 15-yard line. Nowhere to go. Good job there by the Vikings defense. 9:24 to go here in the second. It'll be 2nd and long, 2nd and 11, 2nd and 10. My mistake, 23 and 28. So let's do the math, Mets. 23 and 28 on June 1st. Now they're going to be 92 and 55. So they were, let me do that again. 23 and 28. They have 55 losses. So that's 25 losses since that time. And they have, how many wins did I say? 92 now. So 79 and 25 since that stretch. Hurts takes the snap out of the gun, drops back to pass, hits Sanders, and a good ankle tackle there. He's going to bring him down. It'll be 3rd and a mile. Might have lost a yard. Good job there by the Vikings. Get him off the field. 8:39 to go here in the second. I'm sorry, 6. Whatever they are, it's ridiculous. They don't lose. Nice ankle tackle. Max is perfect through 6 innings? You're kidding me. If he's perfect through 8, we're going to watch the Mets game for 1 inning. The Mets have never thrown a perfect game. 3rd and 12. Hurts coming out in the shotgun formation. 8:07 to go here in the second. Hurts takes the snap, scans the field, rolls out to the right, buying time with the legs, and there's a flag on the play. It's in the secondary. Hopefully it's not on the Vikings. As Hurts ran out of bounds, he was 3 yards short. We'll see who the flag's on. Please don't be on the Vikings. Oh, what a horrible, horrible penalty. Illegal contact. It was 3rd and like 11, and Dantzler gets hit with illegal contact. Oh, my God. The Vikings' 3rd down defense tonight has been horrible. 7:53 to go. Eagles coming out in the pistol formation here from their own 26. Man in motion. It's Brown. Hurts takes the snap, turns, gives. He's rocked in the backfield. Sanders had nowhere to go. 2-yard loss. Vikings starting to really get really good penetration here in the run defense. Yeah, what a Giants thing to do. Let's go, V-Man. What's going on, Cressley, man? Thanks for popping in, buddy. So 2nd and 12. We'll see if the Vikings can finally get a stop. 7:14 to go here in the second. Here's Hurts from his own 25. 3 wide. Takes it, bakes it, drops back, throws over the middle, and he ripped it out of his hand. He nearly was able to pick that off, but it looked like Goddard was going to come down with it. And somehow, I think it was Dantzler almost was able to rip that out of his hands and come up with an interception. But instead, it's incomplete. But a good play there. What a play. He ripped that out of a tight end's hands. So 3rd and 12. Big play here. Like I said, the Vikings have been struggling all night on 3rd and long, which you should not. 7:01 to go here in the second. Here's Hurts. Hurts out of the shotgun formation. Takes the snap. Drops back to pass. They get good interior pressure. He gets it off, has to check it down. They're not going to get it. Get off the field. They got about 6. 6:53 to go. Pascal on the catch. Minnesota's going to get the ball. Come on, baby. Santana didn't throw a perfect game. He threw a no-hitter. Mets have thrown 2 no-hitters. One was a complete game no-hitter by Santana. The other one was this year. It was a team no-hitter. It involved the bullpen, but they have never thrown a perfect game. 4th and 6. Eagles set to get the punt away. And the Vikings called for the fair catch at the 26. 6:20 to go here in the second. That was Jalen Reagor, the former Eagle. So the Vikings getting set to go. Chris, are you impressed with the Giants D without our 2 most talented young pieces? We have held the Titans. Yeah, beyond impressed, especially with, like you said, with all the injuries we've had to the defense. For sure. What's up, HCR, man? Thanks for popping in, buddy. Oh, so they took Scherzer out, Jeremy? I had a feeling he could be on a pitch count, but pitching a perfect, because he's coming back from the injury, but throwing a perfect game? He had a low pitch count, too. He's coming off the injury, though. I can't kill Buck for it, but the playoffs are more important. What's up, Lou? My guy, Chris, I'm just soaking up the win. Pumped up for Monday Night Football. Let's go, Giants. Good to see you, Lou, man. Thanks for being here, buddy. Oh, no matter what happens tonight, man, I'm ecstatic. With the win that we had yesterday, this would just be the cherry on top to have the Eagles lose to the Vikings on Monday Night Football. Hurts looks pretty good so far. Yeah, he does. He looks pretty good. He's had a lot of time, but yes, he looks pretty good. Yeah, they got Jalen Reagor. Yep. Obviously not too involved in the offense. Yeah, he's on a pitch count. I don't blame him. It just sucks that it happens to be that he's pitching a perfect game. But you got to be careful. The most important thing is Max is able to pitch in the playoffs. You got a 5-0 lead. I understand it, but the fact we have a perfect game. Yeah, well, they've had 2 no-hitters, LP. They had a team no-hitter this year, and they had a Santana no-hitter. Chris, you think we would be this good with Pat Graham as the... No, I do not. Definitely not. Our 3rd down defense has been our strength this year. So, absolutely not. Under Patrick Graham, we played, bend but don't break, a lot of zone. Couldn't get off the field at the end of halves. Absolutely not. At least so far. We'll see if we can keep this up. What's up, Chris Gonzalez, man? Thanks for popping in. Who would you rather have, Hurts or Jones? I was getting flamed at school for picking Jones. I'd rather have Jones, personally. I don't like either quarterback, personally, either. I'm not a huge fan of either one, if you want me to be completely honest with you. But I don't like Hurts. I just don't. I don't. I think he's in a really good situation. I understand, obviously, why people would say Hurts, but I don't like either one. Let's put it that way. Like if I was drafting a quarterback, I wouldn't draft either one. 1st and 10, 6:20 to go. Cousins takes the snap, throws, hits his man out in the flat. That's a pickup of about 7 for Justin Jefferson on 1st down. 2nd and 3. And they're showing the Bills game. I don't know what happened there. They fumbled a punt. Bills came up with it. A.J. Brown in the blue tent. Interesting. Third down for the Vikings. I missed the play. 5:46 to go here in the second. No, I did not see that, Jeremy. Actually, I did. I didn't get a chance to read it. I saw it. I saw it online today when I was at work. I saw it. It flashed across my computer. I didn't click it. I didn't know that. I didn't know. Maybe I just missed it. I didn't know it was against the Chargers, but I did read something with a punctured lung with Tyrod Taylor. He was suing. So that's where he played, right? Most recently. So that's interesting. 3rd and 2. Shotgun formation here for the Vikings. Empty backfield. Drops back to pass. Cousins over the middle. Another good play in coverage by the Eagles. That's like their 3rd batted ball on 3rd down. And the Vikings are going to have to punt 4th and 2. So a quick 3 and out after the defense does their job. Vikings can't help out the D. So now the Eagles are going to get it right back. Was looking for Irv Smith and Edwards on the coverage. What if they let DJ run the air raid? Well, they're not going to do that. That's not the offense that they run. $5:12 to go. Right set to punt it here for the Vikings. And the punt's away. Good punt. Eagles are going to field this all the way back to the 10, to the 15. Makes a man miss there. Tries to cut it back. Good coverage again by the Vikings. Eagles will start with it at the 15. Come on. Get another quick stop. Where's the flag? Eagles are throwing Vikings to the ground after the play. 5 minutes to go here in the second. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to get the flags. Why did the Ravens let Wink go, Chris? Any ideas? I don't remember why. Yeah, reportedly what happened was, I think, if I remember correctly, I could be wrong on this, the guy they brought in was the defensive coordinator, I believe, from Michigan, who coached with his brother. Jim Harbaugh coaches Michigan. John Harbaugh's brother, the head coach for the Ravens. And reportedly, it was a guy that his brother recommended highly to him, and he really wanted. And last year, the Ravens defense struggled mightily because they had a lot of injuries in the secondary. So they parted ways with Wink, and they brought him in. And obviously, it's not working out too well so far. They gave 28 points in the end of the 4th quarter against the Miami Dolphins week 2. But I'm pretty sure that's what I read. I think he was the Michigan defensive coordinator, and he came highly recommended by his brother. And I think, obviously, he knew him well. He probably goes to a lot of Michigan games, being that his brother's a head coach there. As a Packers fan, I'm really sorry, but I really want the Vikings to lose this. I mean, you should. You're a Packers fan. I'd expect nothing less. That is a hot take. I don't think Lamar Jackson's going to be a Giant, but you could dream it, and it's going to be a story, I'm sure, as a possibility. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Lamar Jackson's going to remain on with the Ravens. I think they're going to sign him when push comes to shove. But we'll see. Galladay and Tony for Lamar. Yeah, okay. Great for us. Some tough times ahead. Just wait till Winks gets his corners and wait till he gets his edge rushers. Hasn't had them yet. Obviously, they're on this team. They've been hurt. But, yeah, they had a really good corner next offseason. They had maybe a coverage linebacker next offseason. This defense could be really special. I would take Lamar. Truthfully, I want Huntley. I think he could be Lamar 2.0. Do you plan on going to any Mets games this postseason? Yes. I'm going to talk about that more when I do the Mets live stream. I talked about that yesterday when I was live for the Giants. People are asking me that. When I do the Mets live stream, which I'm going to when they play the Braves, I'll talk about that and potentially trying to organize it with a couple of my diehard subscribers that are Mets fans. But, yeah, I plan on going to at least one, if not two, if not more than that, if they go on a run, Mets playoff games. So, yes, I'm definitely going to Mets playoff games. Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15, 1st and 10, 5 minutes to go here in the second. Hurts has it, empty backfield, shotgun formation. Drops back, throws over the middle. That's caught. And still going, Devontae Smith up to the 34. That's a 19-yard gain, 4:50 to go here in the second. Good start to the drive for the Eagles. What's going on, Caden, man? Thanks for popping in, buddy. Here's Hurts. Empty backfield here, 5 wide set. Smith, 3 catches, 32 yards. Vikings come with 4. Hurts drops back to pass, throws, and he's got a man all the way up to the logo at the 50. It's Smith again. 1st and 10. Eagles in the hurry up, trying to catch him off guard. 4:08 to go here in the second. Already at midfield, 2 plays, 25 yards. Actually, I think it was more than that. 35 yards. I think they were at their 15. Devontae Smith, 48 yards on 4 catches. Hurts drops back to pass, heaves it deep, and he misses him there. Overthrew it, was looking for A.J. Brown on the left sideline. 3:53 to go here in the second. It'll be 2nd and 10. If we miss on a quarterback this draft, where should the Giants go with the pick? Too hard to tell you right now. Way too hard to tell you right now. I don't know where we're going to be picking, and I don't know where these prospects are going to be ranked. I could look at corner. I could look at receiver. I could look at offensive line. I can't tell you right now. Shotgun formation. Takes the snap, turns, gives on the draw play up the middle. Huge gain. That's a pickup of 16 yards for Boston Scott. The little squirt always kills the Giants. 3:40 to go. They got it now at the 34 after a big gain from midfield on the draw play. I missed the second down play because I was looking down at the chat, but I don't think they got anything. I think it's going to be 2nd and 10. 3:13, 2nd and 11. They actually lost a yard on a handoff. 3:10 to go here in the second. 14-7 Eagles. They'll break the huddle. Hurts comes out of the shotgun. Come on. From the 35, here's Hurts. Got a man to his left, 2nd and 11. Hurts takes the snap, looks right, comes back. He's going to hand off again. Another draw play. They are killing the Vikings with these draw plays. That's a pickup of 13 right up the gut. And obviously the Vikings have been getting slashed on the passing game. And now that's opening up holes here with this delayed handoff. That's 2 plays in a row that went for like 15 yards on the ground. That's Miles Sanders for 13 yards up the middle. I'm sorry, not for 13 yards, for 10 yards. It was 2nd and 11. Now it's 3rd and 1. 3rd and 2, 9 yards. 2:18. They'll have to snap it at least one more time before the 2-minute warning. 4 on the play clock. Pistol formation. Hurts takes the snap. He's going to keep it on the fake, and now he's going to take off and run with it. Easy run here to the 10, to the 5. Still on his feet, and he's in. Unbelievable. Jalen Hurts' second touchdown run. The tackling on that play was pathetic. Pathetic. And the defender just completely turned his back. That was way too easy. 26-yard run there for Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles take a 20-7 lead. Did tell you on the props before the game started, take the over on the 49.5. He's probably going to do that after that run with the sponsor. So if you guys did take my advice, good for you. Independent says, you need a play calling gig. Giants undefeated. Woo! Let's go, Independent. Yeah, because I said they were going to use a lot of 2 tight end sets. Hey, man, I'm just happy we're 2-0, man. Terrible defense. Terrible defense. Snap, hold, kick is good. 21-7. Eagles lead by 14. See if the Vikings should get some points before the half. But their defense has been pathetic. Tyler McGill is in. We got a commercial break. I'll flip over to the Mets for an inning. Or not a batter. Just in case you're tuning in right now, my favorite baseball team. As we're going to go back to the football game. There's 2-minute warnings, commercial break. Right now, throwing a perfect game. We're in the 7th inning. Tyler McGill on the mound, and there you go, it's over. I shouldn't have flipped to the channel. You can blame me. First pitch, McGill gives up a double. So there you go. Perfect game's over. We don't got to sweat that anymore. Mets still lead 5-0, but obviously by taking out Scherzer, they bring in McGill. Second pitch, he gives up a double down the left field line. So that's done with. Obviously a great outing today by Scherzer, but there you go. 34-7 Bills, so they're kicking their ass. And I appreciate that, Jesse. He says, Chris, you look 5 years younger than last year. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, dude. Yeah, I've lost. I've kind of maintained now for the last 2 weeks. I haven't really dropped much the last 2 weeks because I've had a change in my schedule because of my new job. And I'm supposed to be working from home 4 days a week. And that starts next week. So I'm going to get back on my gym routine and everything else. But with the traveling to the city, I'm just exhausted between, having to upload on the channel, going to the city, waking up at 5, not getting home till 6. So I'm waiting until I get to work from home 4 days a week and get back on the gym routine. But my goal for the 2 weeks working there at the beginning was just to maintain my weight. And I've been able to do that. So I'm right around 199, 200, which is what I was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, down about 50 pounds. I was 248 at my highest. If you go back, if you want to see the difference in me, matter of fact, I'll show it at halftime for you guys. I'll look at it because I actually haven't looked at the video. I've looked at like a still photo when I go over it. I've not looked at the video. The draft, that's right around then is when I weighed 248 pounds, maybe slightly after the draft, which was like late April, about May 1st, right around then. I was about 248 pounds when I weighed myself. And I got depressed. I'll be the first to tell you. You don't realize it, man. You don't realize how, when you're gaining weight like that. I stepped on the scale and I was shocked and decided to make a big change. And so far, so good. But yeah, right around May 1st, I was 248. Now I'm about 199. So about 50 pounds so far. My ultimate goal is 170, 165, 170 is the ultimate goal. And then want to bulk up maybe to 180, 185 with the weights. But that's the goal. Egyptian writing. Thank you very much. Chris, Hurts actually might be good. I'm worried. I mean, he's a playmaker. Listen, he's got a great supporting cast over there in Philadelphia. He's definitely good enough to win football games with the team they've got. Kicks away. Vikings going to field this from the 3. They'll take it out there to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, and he's tackled out of bounds at the 23. Appreciate that, Donovan. Appreciate that. But yeah, I'll show you guys at halftime. But my final goal isn't really 165. I tell you guys I want to get to 165 ideally, but it's because I want to hit a certain weight before I start putting on muscle and gaining a little bit back. But I feel like I want to get a little lower than I want to be before I start to build back up and maybe get back up to like 177, 178, 180. That's like my ultimate goal, but with more muscle. 1st and 10, shotgun formation here for the Vikings. Cousins drops back and he's hit from behind. And that's going to be a flag on the play. I don't know who it's on. 1:44 to go. It could be a hold. Maybe it's a face mask. I don't know. But a flag on the play. Cousins was sacked. He lost about 5 yards. You're 195, 190. Want to slim down to 180? That's awesome, man. Yeah, I'll talk a little bit more about that at halftime, man. And we got a face mask. So there we go. Vikings scored a break. Minute 44 to go here in the second. Vikings scored a break. Come on, baby. And Roldy, what's up, man? What's going on, Roldy, man? Thanks so much for being here, buddy. I'm going to read that right after this play. I read the beginning. I'm glad to hear that you're happy that we're 2-0. But I'll read the rest of it in a second. Man, that was kind of I'm happy they called it. That was kind of a ticky-tack face mask. I'm not even going to lie. He barely got his hand in there. But it happened. Minute 44 to go. Vikings got it here at their own 37. Cousins coming out in the shotgun formation. Man in motion. Cousins drops back to pass. Throws it out in the flat, and he dropped it. I don't think he would have gained much. There was like 3 defenders there, maybe only 2 blockers. So I don't think it would have mattered. But Dalvin Cook drops it. Minute 38 to go. And Roldy says, what up, Chris? It sure feels good to be 2-0. Not going to lie, but I'm going to stay humble. We as Giants fans should all remain humble and understand it's not about wins or losses. 2-0 feels good, though. Listen, Roldy, I'm a fan at the end of the day, and I don't tell anybody I root for the team. I understand your mindset. This team has broken a heart time and time again. I also like you going into the year and still like you. I have an equal mindset to you in the sense that I don't think this is a great team this year. I think it's about growth. It's a rebuilding phase. And if they surprise us, great. And so far they have. They're 2-0. But, you know, everybody goes about things differently in terms of the way they root for the team, the way that as Cousins throws it deep down the sideline, oh my God, how do you drop that? How do you drop that? Irv Smith had an easy touchdown. It would have been 60 yards. Oh! He's looking like Darius Slayton. 3rd and 10. Oh, my, what a throw by Cousins. 3rd and 10 from his own 37. Eagles come with a blitz. Cousins throws. Nobody there. That should be grounding. There was nobody even close. So now it'll be 4th and 10. And the Vikings will have to punt. Easy touchdown. Easy touchdown. Minute 31 to go. I don't know how they didn't call intentional grounding on that play. And I think that's what Sirianni's calling for. He doesn't understand it. I'm happy they didn't call it. But yeah, Roldy, man, listen, I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna have fun while I can. While the team's 2-0. But I'm not shortchanging the Cowboys. I think it's gonna be a tough game. I think it's a game we can win, but it's gonna be a tough game. It's not a game that I'm like, yeah, we're definitely gonna win. No, I think it's gonna be a tough game, but it could go either way. Punts away. Eagles are gonna let this bounce, and the one thing I can say about the Vikings tonight, and I keep saying it, it's the only good thing I could say. I wish the Giants had their special teams because the Vikings special teams tonight have been terrific. They pinned this ball down inside the 3-yard line, and the Eagles will start with it there. But that's about all they've been good at. But how does Irv Smith drop that ball, man? It hit both his hands. Jesus. Bills look, yeah, I mean, the Bills are legit, Angel Diaz. So the Eagles will have it at the 5, 1st and 10. They got 3 timeouts. Huddled up. Hurts breaks the huddle, comes out in the shotgun. Empty backfield here from his own 5. 5 wide. Vikings show blitz. They come with it. Hurts on a designed run to the 10. And he'll go down at about the 13. It'll bring up a 2nd and maybe 1 or 2. Minute 11 to go. The clock continues to tick, but the Eagles still have all their timeouts. I'm a little surprised they didn't use one there, to be honest with you. I'm a little surprised because they've already let 20 seconds go off. If it was like 2nd and 6, I'd understand, but 2nd and 1, you're almost guaranteed to get the first down. I could understand being a little bit scared of giving the Vikings the ball back if you don't convert the first down, but they let this tick all the way down to 46 seconds. Not good clock management, in my opinion. They're going to turn and give it. They get the first down on the handoff, but now they're at their own 16, and now they use the timeout. 38 seconds to go here in the second. We'll see if it matters, but I don't like the way the Eagles handle the clock on that. As a Giants fan, I like it. So now they got 2 timeouts at their own 16, 38 seconds to go. Let me see. I'm going to pull up the video for you guys for halftime, and we'll see what I looked like at the draft. Like I said, I haven't watched the video. I posted a still photo. Like when when you go over the thumbnail, it shows you like one still photo of the person, but I haven't watched the video. First and 10 at their own 16. Hurts coming out in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, pressure up the middle, nearly picked off. 2nd and 10, 33 seconds to go here in the second. If you were an Eagles fan, would you be concerned with how much Hurts runs? No, because I think he needs to do that to be a successful quarterback, Allison. I mean, I personally would probably prefer not to have a quarterback that needs to run as much as he does to have to be successful, but you can't take that away from Hurts. That's what makes him successful. So, no, if I had Hurts already on my team, no, I would not. But it wouldn't be my prep. And personally, I like a quarterback that could run, but one that doesn't need to run. There's a handoff up the middle. They get about 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. And the Eagles will burn their second timeout. 27 seconds now to go in the second quarter. I'm sorry, the Vikings called the timeout. I don't like that timeout if you're the Vikings. You beat whatever. The Bills just got a pick 6, so I won my bet. I think I had the Bills at -10 before the game started. That's a win. They're up 41-7. 28 seconds to go here in the second, 3rd and 6. I didn't bet this game. Eagles will break the huddle. Gainwell in the backfield next to Hurts here, coming out of the shotgun. Four wide set. Hurts takes the snap, drops back, throws, and it's caught at the 35 down to the 37. And that's a first down, 22 seconds to go. And now the Eagles still have one timeout because the Vikings used one. Now with 22 seconds to go, the Eagles will burn their second. Didn't understand it, that timeout by the Vikings. You've been getting carved up defensively the whole first half on 3rd and 15s, 3rd and 11s, and there's 27 seconds left. Why would you give the Eagles a free timeout? It wasn't like it was 3rd and 11. It was 3rd and 5. 1st and 10. For the Eagles. The Eagles have 304 yards of total offense in this first half. What? Holy shit. Holy crap. 22 seconds to go. Eagles got it here at their own 37. Here's Hurts. Hurts takes the snap, drops back, has time, throws, caught, out in the flat. And just like that, they're going to get out of bounds at the 44. It's going to stop the clock. 15 seconds. They still have a timeout. It's a 61-yard field goal from there. So they get another 10 yards, and they have a very makeable field goal. And Andrew, man, thank you very much, man. Vikings need Wink. What is this conservative nonsense? They need a better secondary, too. Their secondary is just not very good. That's been a weakness of theirs for a long time, and they're just getting carved up tonight. Malik Willis sighting? Well, it should be. They're down by, 40 points? 15 seconds to go. He'll probably play well because they're going to be in like hold on one second. Shotgun formation for Hurts. Hurts hit as he throws, hits his man over the middle. Goddard well within field goal range down to the 19-yard line because now they're going to be in prevent because they're up by like 35 points. So Wills will probably come in and throw a touchdown. And Pete, thank you, says that's okay, Chris. Our quarterback situation throws for 150-ish yards in a whole game. So, yeah, I mean, we need a new quarterback. We need a new. Give me the Eagles' offensive line, too. I'd like that, too. I'd like the Eagles' offensive line, too. Hurts got rocked on that play. I'll say that. But Eagles had a top 3 or 4 offensive line in football last year, and it's a pretty damn good unit. But, yeah, we do need an upgraded quarterback, more than likely, unless Daniel Jones takes a big leap this year. So the Eagles well within field goal range, and it'll be a 38-yard field goal from the right hash. Snap, hold, kick is good. 24-7. Unbelievable. Horrible first half. Hopefully the Vikings could mount a comeback. Damn. I put the Andrew Thomas reaction. It wasn't the Andrew Thomas reaction. It was the Ivan Thibodeau reaction, right? Let's pull this up. We'll watch the video. We'll compare it side by side. I'll turn the volume off. So this was pre-weight loss. I don't know if I was 248 quite yet, but I was close because I remembered it was right around the draft. Let me stop screen. This was right around draft time. Where is it? Here it is. So there's me from what like basically May 1st, right? The draft is late April. So that's me on May 1st. And that's me now. May 1st. Now. That's 248, Chris. Oh, that's the weight loss. That's about 50 pounds of weight loss. Obviously not all on my face, but you could see the difference. Let's see what we got. Pete, man, thank you very much. I'm hoping for a big leap too, right off the right off the Verrazano Bridge. Oh my God. I'm 5'11" with sneakers on, but I say 5'10". And Clara, I literally did not wear a hat tonight for you specifically. So I was like in the back of my head, she better show up to this stream. I'm glad that you popped in. Because you always ask me to not wear a hat. You asked me not to wear a hat yesterday. And you guys are asking for tips. Yeah, I'll give you guys some tips. Big Daddy, man, thank you very much. Says looking good. I appreciate it, man. Listen, I will give you things that I do. It works for me specifically. But at the end of the day, it's very basic. It's what people say. It's boring, but it's basic and obvious. It's diet and exercise. And I don't even want to use the term diet. It's eating healthier and exercise. It's changing your lifestyle and exercise. But for me, what I did, I fasted. I don't fast so much anymore because it doesn't fit my schedule currently. But while I was doing it, and it's not like it matters. You could fast and eat 4,000 calories. You're still going to be fat. For me, though, I just needed structure. I said to myself, okay, I'm not going to eat outside of 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. I'm going to eat in that 8-hour window. I'm going to start eating my breakfast at 10. I'm going to finish my dinner by 6. I'm not going to eat anything before or after that. I cut down on calories such as putting milk in my coffee, sugar in my coffee. Now I just drink coffee completely black. As you can see in the live streams, I drink water. You got to get rid of the empty calories first and foremost. And I had a very strict diet in the sense that I don't eat. I tried not to consume any more than say 17 or 1,800 calories in a day, and no less than 1,400 or 1,500. Between 1,400 and 1,800 calories a day was always my goal, and still will be my goal. I'm kind of taking a little bit of a break now. I'm probably eating more along the lines of 2,200 right now because I'm out. You're right, because I've explained why. But once I get back in the groove and I start going to the gym, we're going to get really strict again and start to try to trim down to the ultimate goal, which is about 165, 170. The other thing I do, I'm not a guy like when you start dieting, a lot of people, they like to like cut back on and have 3 really small meals. I would rather eat not that much at all throughout the day, in the morning and in the middle of the day, and not have to be restricted what I have for dinner. I'd rather have one really big normal meal for me and eat little snacks throughout the day. So that's basically what I do. I have a yogurt, and then I have some fruit throughout the day. I'll have a protein bar. And then for dinner, I might have 900 calories for dinner. I'll eat what I want, 1,000 calories for dinner. Sometimes I'll have a bacon cheeseburger, I'll have fries. That's what works for me. And then in terms of exercise, I do a treadmill routine, which is it's called 3-12-30. You can look it up on YouTube. I do a variation of that. It's a 3-speed, 12 incline, 30 minutes. I do it for an hour, and I don't do it exactly 3-12-30. What I do, because I get mentally bored on the treadmill when I run, I know a lot of people aren't in here for weight loss, but it's halftime. I know a lot of people get bored on the treadmill when they walk or they run. I'm one of those people. So what I like to do is typically when I go to the gym, I like to go when there's a sporting event, whether it be a baseball game, tennis match. I did it during the U.S. Open, football game, whatever. And I play along with the event. It keeps my mind mentally focused. So when I say I play along with the event, if I'm watching this football game, for example, and every first down, I'll up the incline by 1. I'll start the incline on 3.0. They get a first down, 4.0. They get a first down, 5.0. They get a first down, 6.0. And I'll just keep it going until it hits 15, which is the max incline. And then I'll bring it back down to 3.0. It just keeps me mentally engaged. If I'm watching a tennis match, every time a certain player scores a point, I'll up the incline to 4.0. goes up to 15.0. Start over. Baseball, anytime somebody gets an out, 3.0 to 4.0. So it just makes it feel like I'm playing along with the game. Those are like little tips that I do for me so I don't get bored when I'm doing these exercises. I burned about 800 calories in an hour doing this. Sometimes I'll go a little bit longer and I try to hit the 1,000 mark. But yeah, that's it. Diet and exercise. It's just a matter of how you do it, how you get there. But you got to be motivated and you got to and you got to stick to it. That's it. That's all there is to it. But Mike, man, thank you very much, man. All the birds, our receivers are open by 5 yards. Pitch a cat. Yeah, it's been pathetic. It's been absolutely pathetic tonight with the defense by the Vikings. Horrible, the secondary. John, thank you very much, man. Chris, you shocked on Hurts so far? Yes, I mean the Eagles offense in general. I mean, how could you say? I mean, you guys have been incredible. You guys had over 350 yards or whatever it was at halftime. Let's go over the stats real quick. I mean, yes, you guys are phenomenal tonight. Absolutely phenomenal. I hate you guys, but I gotta tell it how it is. 24-7 at the half, and the Eagles at the half. You have how many total yards? Let me see. You have, as a team, 347 yards at the half. The Vikings have 93. The Giants only had, 260 all last game? Yeah, their offense looks insane tonight. 243 passing yards, over 100 yards rushing already, 104 rushing yards. The Eagles are good. I mean, it's why I picked you guys to win 11 or 12 games before the year started. You killed them in the time of possession, 20-10. So you guys are good. I think part of it's the Vikings defense is pathetic. But the Eagles offense looks really good tonight. I tip my cap for sure, even though I'm not wearing one. And Clara says, I wouldn't let you down. No, I was just kidding with you, Clara. Sorry, working the medical field, getting into the game now. I want to see this Eagles team. Clara, I was just kidding. But I appreciate you for popping in. And yeah, it's so far it's been not an entertaining game for me as a Giants fan, but definitely been a lot of high flying action for the Eagles offense. NY Giants 26 says Nick's ice cream is legit. Bad dog wasn't kidding. 250 calories. Oh, you bought it? Good stuff, man. Pete says when you first started at around 250 pounds, was it tough having that endurance on the treadmill? Yes. Pete, when I first started, I didn't start with that treadmill routine. I didn't really start doing that treadmill routine until about probably when I hit 225, 230. I would walk, not even go to the gym. I would walk. I to be honest with you, I felt too embarrassed to go to the gym at 250 pounds. That's the God's honest truth. I didn't want to go to the gym at 250 pounds. So I would walk. I would walk around where I live. I'd walk the dog a lot. Yeah, I'd walk 6 to 8 miles a day. When I had some in the morning, some late at night. That's what I started out doing. And then I started to go to the gym. When I first started doing that routine, I couldn't quite do it for 30 minutes. I was able to do it for about 15 to 20, and I just built myself up. Now I can do it for 2 hours. But when I first started going, I couldn't do it. I had to build it up. Yeah, 100%. Just like anything else. But Pete, man, thank you very much, man. Max Cutler says, is Hurts better than DJ? I mean, how could you say after that he's not? I still don't love Jalen Hurts. But, I mean, they had 350 yards of total offense in the first half. Yeah, it probably took me about a month before I started to feel like, that I was starting to get, decent in terms of, being able to go on a treadmill and go to a gym, once I started to get some endurance. I'm an Eagles fan, yet I'm watching your stream over Eagles channels. Just shows how awesome you are to watch. I appreciate that, Ryan, man. Thanks for being here, buddy. What's up there, TG Fishing? Jacob says, Chris, would you say Bad Dog inspired you as well? I guess. For me, I just think I hit a breaking point where I saw the scale and I was like, I got to do something. And for me, I'm not a guy that could do it gradually. I need to see like immediate results. So I went hard, and I said, I'm going to try to get back to my high school weight, 165, 170, get in the best shape of my life. And that was the goal. I'm still not there, but obviously we put a big dent in it. But I think it was just seeing that number on the scale. You see that you weigh 250 pounds, 248.8 pounds, I think it was. It was like, all right, we got to do something about this. Not just even the way I look, but for my health. So what's up, Neil, man? Thanks for popping in, buddy. Michael says, bro, DJ needs to learn how to go through his reads. I seen this play where he could have hit Kadarius Toney. Yeah, I know. I saw it during the game yesterday. He had him wide open over the middle. And yeah, I mean, listen, Daniel Jones, I'm giving him 15 games. What other choice do I have? And so far, we're winning football games, so I don't want to destroy the guy. And he has done some good things. He's helped us win football games down the stretch. I understand fans want to see him go out there and throw for 350 yards and throw 3 or 4 touchdowns. And hopefully at some point this year he starts doing that. But right now we're winning games. I'm not going to destroy him yet. I know he's got to get a lot better over the course of the year. But right now I'm trying to enjoy the wins and seeing if this team, not just Jones, but this team as a whole could improve as the year goes along. That was a fake accent, Big Blue. I say that all the time. When I first started on YouTube, it was a joke. I just did it for fun. It was a joke. It was a fake accent. It was like a character, whatever you want to call it. It was just for fun. I thought it was pretty obvious. It was ridiculous. Pipe and Flower says, if Kadarius Toney if Kayvon Thibodeau was healthy last time we played the Cowboys, or Kadarius Toney, he went for 189 yards, I think. He did, but I'm not going to read too much into that. But he did, absolutely. But to be fair, in that game, a lot of that came in the second half when we were down by like 30 points or 25 points, and the Cowboys were playing probably off the ball and, not trying to get beat over the top. So I'm not going to read too much into that. Tana, did you see the video of the fans yelling at Kenny Golladay leaving the game yesterday? I sent it to you on Twitter. No, I did not get an opportunity to see it yet, Sly. I did not get an opportunity to see it yet. Maybe the Giants beating the Titans wasn't so impressive after all, after seeing the Bills manhandle them. Yeah, I mean, the Titans are probably still a decent team, but they're not as good as they were last year. They're probably still a decent team. I think the Bills are just fantastic. I think the Bills are the best team in football, probably by a decent margin. Like, I think the Bills are really good. But yeah, they're getting destroyed. So the Vikings will start with it. Hopefully they make this a game. Like, if the Eagles continue to open this up, we'll call it an early night. But hopefully the Vikings make this a game, and it's fun, fun in the second half. We'll see. It's going to have to start with this first drive. Vikings are going to have to put some points on the board. And Dharma, thank you very much, man. Is this the Twilight Zone, man? This guy hurts. He looks really good. He looks really good. Big Daddy says, do people know DJ's wide receiver starters are Sills and James? That's a part of it. And his offensive line's a part of it. It's a culmination of a lot of things, and it's a new scheme, but Jones has to take some responsibility too. Joey, man, thank you very much. Kicks away here by Elliott. And they're going to take it 2 yards deep. Vikings will take it out to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. And he'll go down at the 21. Joey says, thank you. He says, Bills that good, or we just beat a bad Titans team? I think it's kind of in the middle, probably. I think the Titans aren't nearly as good as they were last year. They're probably still a decent team, like an 8-win team maybe. But I also think the Bills are really good. Like, the Bills are really good. When you saw them play the Rams week 1, they beat the Rams 31-10. And the thing that really jumped off to me was their defensive line. You knew what Josh Allen was. And some people thought maybe tail off a little bit because they lost Dable. That's not the case. So I knew what Allen and the offense was going to be. The defensive lines would impress me. There's a handoff to Cook up the middle, and that's a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. You need to see more from the Bills? I don't. I'm sold on the Bills. I mean, what more do you need to see? The Bills have been to the playoffs, the last 3 years. They went toe-to-toe with the Kansas City Chiefs. Had they won the coin toss, they'd probably go to the Super Bowl. I think they would have beaten the Cincinnati Bengals personally, the way that Josh Allen was playing. I mean, he was playing out of his mind in the playoffs. Shotgun formation. Cousins takes the snap, throws. That's caught. Jefferson makes a man miss, and he goes forward for a pickup of about 8 yards. First down, Vikings to the 34. And they improved that defense in the offseason. I mean, you never know. In the playoffs, anything can happen in a single game elimination, but I think the Bills are the best team in the NFL. Big Daddy, man, thank you very much. Our center, John Feliciano, really sucks. Yeah, he's bad. And there's a play action pass by Cousin. Looks, throws, caught out in the flat to the 40, and he lowers the shoulder, pushed out of bounds for a gain of 11. 10. It's a first down. So the Vikings starting this drive off good. 13:45 to go. But yeah, Feliciano's really bad. He looked better week 1, but he's bad. I don't want to come down on him, but Azudu's not very good so far. Our interior offensive line is bad. Evan Neal's still growing. We knew there's going to be growing pains, and there's a full start here on the offensive line. That's going to back him up 5 to the 39. Yeah, watching these games is so much more relaxing. Yeah, well, they're a lot more relaxing calling them. If the game was close, obviously I'd be a lot more into it because I want the Eagles to lose. But when it's a Giants game, that's why I mainly do Giants games. You're not going to get the same reactions when I do a random Monday Night Football game when I don't really care about the two teams. I care about the Eagles, so that's why I do this game. And I know it's early in the year. You guys asked me to do some broad games every now and again. Cousins takes the snap out of the gun, looks left, comes back right, throws. That's caught. And he dives forward to midfield. It'll be 2nd and 4 at about the 50. 12:57 to go here in the third. That was Muntz. He caught a pretty long pass earlier in the game. So 2nd and 4. Good job there by Cousins. Vikings starting to move. They got it right around midfield. Cousins comes out under center. Man in motion left to right. Come on, we need a play. Thielen in motion. Does Thielen have a catch? I feel like I don't think, maybe I'm wrong. If he does have a catch, maybe it's 1. Cousins changed the play at the line of scrimmage. Thielen in motion. He's going to turn and give. Nice cutback run. Another cut by Cook. And Cook barrels forward for about 7 and a Vikings first down. 12:20 to go here in the third. Maybe he has 1 catch. Let me take a quick look. Man in motion is Thielen again. Cousins under center from the 44. Thielen has no catches. Adam Thielen does not have a catch. Unbelievable. Cousins drops back to pass, has time, throws, caught out in the flat by Cook. Cook's got room to run, and he's out of bounds, a gain of about 13, 14, first down for the Minnesota Vikings. And Alex, thank you very much. He says, comparing Hurts to Jones at this point is not fair. Look at the line and the receiver core Hurts has, plus he's in the same system for the second year. He's in a much more favorable situation. There's no denying that. Much more favorable situation. But how can I come on here and say that Jones is better when you see the Eagles offense doing what they're doing? Cousins coming out in the shotgun formation from the 30. Takes the snap. 3-step drop. Throws. That's caught. And Justin Jefferson goes forward for a gain of about 11. So a good drive here. Maybe Cousins could get them back in the game if the Vikings defense could wake up. 11-10 to go here in the third. And Sonny, man, thank you very much, man. What's up, Chris? Hopefully Cousins can pull a Tua. We saw some crazy stuff week 1, right? Tua, they scored 28 points in the fourth quarter, outscored them 28-3. You never know. Let's see if they can get it going here. 24-7, 10:55 to go here in the third. Cousins has it now in the red zone. You need 7. I know 3 makes it a 2-possession game, but you need 7. You got to start getting momentum. Cousins takes the snap. Looking, cooking, has time, throws. Cook catches it behind the line of scrimmage, and he's able to somehow spin forward to get back to the original line, but nothing going there. It'll be 2nd and 10. Bills time ticking down there, 41-7, 8:32 to go as they completely destroy the Tennessee Titans. Two bad games tonight so far on Monday Night Football, huh? 2nd and 10. Vikings will break the huddle. Man in motion is Thielen. From the 19. Cousins drops back, has time, throws. Intercepted. Horrible pass. There's a flag on the play. Hopefully it's coming back. I don't know if it is. I'm going to say it's probably not. Maybe it is. Maybe that's why it was such a bad throw. Maybe it's pass interference. I don't know. 9:51 to go here in the third. Darius Slate comes up with the interception, and he gives, I think that was James Harden? It's going to be a hold on the offense, so it's going to be declined. That would make sense. He plays for Philadelphia, so it probably was. He just gave the ball to James Harden. Darius Slate with the interception. 24-7. Eagles ball. Braves won. Yeah, I figure they never lose. What a horrible throw by Cousins. And there's the hold. And Bill, man, thank you very much, man. Prefer Parsons and Neal over Thibodeau, Neal, and Tony. Well, I got to see Thibodeau first, but obviously, with Parsons, it's a known commodity. So yeah, Bill, you would take Parsons. You have to. He's a known commodity. He's a guy that you already know is one of the top edge rushers in the National Football League. So yeah, if you ask me right now, and that could change, we'll see how Thibodeau develops. But right now, yeah, the Giants would have been better off just picking Parsons, or even better off taking Slater, and then they could have taken Thibodeau this year. But because he's more of a known commodity, obviously, than Evan Neal. So, but it is what it is. You got to hope that these guys they drafted this year evolve into great players, and I think they can. We'll see. We might have to call it a night early. Yeah, listen, if they score on this drive, we might call it a night early. If they score on this drive, I'll probably give the Vikings one more drive to see what they could do, and then call it a night if it's not looking good. You think Jimmy G signs a new deal with the Niners, barring a Trey Lance injury? Depends how he plays. I think Jimmy G, if I had to guess, probably is going to end up with another team next year. But I think he's going to play well enough where he's going to get a pretty good contract, and he's going to look smart for going back to the 49ers. Because now he's in the same offense. He's got a great supporting cast with the offensive line, the wide receivers, and everything else. Yeah, I think it's a really good fit for him, and I think he's going to have a good year. So he'll end up getting a good contract next year. It might not be with the 49ers. It might be somewhere else. Chris, did you see the Tiki thing with Lamar? I think somebody on Twitter told me he brought up the idea of the Giants going after Lamar. Hey, anything's possible. I don't see it happening. I think the Ravens are going to give him the money, provided he stays healthy. I think the Ravens are going to give him the money. And to be honest with you, Lamar Jackson would be a fool to leave the Ravens. The Ravens built their entire offense around Lamar Jackson. They run a scheme that's perfect for his skill set. It just comes down to the money. As long as the Ravens give him the money that he wants, I think he's going to want to stay there. And if he stays healthy and has a good year, I think the Ravens are going to have no choice but to pay the man. So here we go. Eagles got it here. Pistol formation from their own 19. Hurts takes the snap. Play action. Throws to Goddard on the tight end screen. And he'll get 8. It'll be a 2nd and 2 from the 27. Yep. Giants brought back Jalen Smith. We'll see how he does this week. But we needed some help there, man. We needed some depth there. And here's Hurts. Play action. Vikings come with a blitz. Hurts buys time with the legs, throws, and incomplete. Was a little bit behind A.J. Brown. Brown made a good adjustment on the ball, but was unable to come up with it. 9:16 to go here in the third. 3rd and 2. So if Buffalo is destroying the Titans, what does that say about us? It says we're 2-0. There's no style points in the NFL. That's what it says. That's what it says. We're 2-0. I don't care how you win. We're 2-0. But it says that Buffalo is damn good. 9:16 to go. 3rd and 2 coming up. Here's Hurts. Trips to the right. Takes the snap. He's going to give to Sanders. Sanders lowers the shoulder. He gets 3, maybe 4, and a first down for the Birds. 9:09 to go here in the 3rd. X is great, Chris. Played McCaffrey well. The Giants played, the game plan for McCaffrey, at least in the passing game, was fantastic. I thought he was going to destroy our defense, to be honest with you, in the passing game, and he didn't. He was non-existent. Goddard in motion. 8:38 to go. Hurts going to give to Sanders again, and he'll get 7. Just Hurts' threat to run the ball, and obviously the Eagles' really good offensive line, it makes it very hard to defend this run defense. 8:25 to go. 2nd and 3. Especially when you got a defense like the Vikings who stink. So it'll be I'm calling it 2nd and 3. They say 2nd and 4. It's 2nd and 3. Hurts out of the shotgun. He's going to turn and give to Sanders. Sanders, nice stutter step. And an ankle tackle out about the 47. Eagles threatening again. 7:52 to go here in the third. They got some good-looking cheerleaders. Hurts rushes up to the line of scrimmage. Eagles are just putting on a clinic. Boston Scott into the game. Hurts takes the snap, drops back, throws. That's caught. And tackled down at about the 50. That's Devontae Smith. I think that's his 6th catch of the game. He's been involved a lot. 7:19 to go here in the third. Be 2nd and 6. Tomlinson played pretty well, at least early on. He had a sack, I think, and I think he had another tackle, if not for a loss, for a very short gain. He played pretty well early on, Tomlinson. Had a couple of big plays, but obviously the Vikings defense hasn't done too much overall. 6:57 to go. 2nd and 6 for Hurts. 4 wide. Jalen takes it, drops back. Vikings get a little pressure, but wide open. What is this? A.J. Brown, there wasn't a defender within 10 yards. Pushed that about at the 25-yard line. Give credit to the Eagles offense. It's been great, but this Vikings defense is pathetic. Let me see the replay. What is this? Wow. This Vikings defense is bad. Eagles got it at the 25. They'll break the huddle. Hurts coming out in the shotgun. Empty backfield here. Down to 2 on the play clock. He'll just get it off. There's a false start. I put that more on Hurts than the lineman because, like I said, the play clock was about to get to 0. So the left tackle moved because of it. 6:04 to go here in the third, 24-7. Eagles with 402 yards, the Vikings with 158. I was hoping we get a good game. My God. Here's Hurts. Hurts motion Scott to his right. Takes the snap, drops back. Vikings come with 5. Hits his man. Pickup of 12. It'll be 2nd and 3. A.J. Brown. 5:32 to go here in the third. How's Brown doing? I don't think he's killed it because Smith's been involved a lot. 4 for 65 for Brown. Unless they didn't count that catch. But I think they did. He still might get 100 yards. Hurts coming out in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it. Faked it to Scott, and he'll go down about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 6. If they hold him to 3, at least there's still a little bit of interest. They need a prayer, but there's still a chance. 4:50 to go here in the third, 24-7 Eagles. Bills up 41-7 still, 3:30 to go in that game. Hurts from the 21. And the Vikings want a full start, and they're going to get it. So that'll back them up 5 more yards. It'll make it 3rd and 10 from the 26. Not that it matters. The way the Vikings have played on defense today on 3rd down, they'd probably still get it. That was on Lane Johnson. It'd be a 43-yard attempt from there. Still well within field goal range. I feel like the Eagles have had a good amount of penalties, and it just hasn't mattered. 3rd and 10 for Hurts. Shotgun formation. Man in motion is Devontae Smith. Takes the snap. Drops back. He's going to take off. He's going to run with it. And he'll slide down short of the sticks. About 4-yard gain. It'll be about 4th and 6. So the Eagles will settle for 3. I'm just curious to see how many penalties the Eagles have had. Maybe I'm wrong. It might just be overall penalties, but I feel like there's been a decent amount of penalties. But let's see. Yeah, 7 penalties for the Eagles already. Not even into the fourth quarter. Hasn't mattered. Has not mattered. Jake Elliott coming in to kick the field goal. 41-yard attempt from the right hash. Snap, hold, kick. It is blocked. And the Vikings are going to pick it up. 50, 40, 30. Tackle down at the 30, and maybe that could be a momentum shift. The Vikings block the field goal. They bring it all the way back to the 30-yard line. Come on. Maybe that's a spark. 3:17 to go here in the third. Now we got a ball game, or at least could have a ball game. Good play. What have I said all night about the Vikings? The only good thing I've said all night. This has been one of the best special teams performances I've ever seen by a football team. But that's it. Their punt coverage has been great. Their kick coverage has been great. They're blocking field goals. But that's it. 3:17 to go here in the third. 1st and 10 for the Vikings at the 30-yard line of Philadelphia. Cousins coming out under center. Thielen in motion left to right. Eagles with a 4-man front. Takes the snap. He's going to turn. He's going to give. Cook looking for room. Tries to pop it outside. He'll pick up about 2.5, maybe 3. Be about 2nd and 7. Oh, change the quarter. Yeah, good call. Adam, I said that earlier, man. Thielen had no catches. I couldn't believe it. So Dalvin Cook has 112. He's averaging 113. I'll round up scrimmage yards per game since entering the league. The second highest total, other than Christian McCaffrey. Tonight he's got like 32, I think it said. 2nd and 7. Here's Cousins. He's got Jefferson to his left. He's got Cook to his right. Takes the snap, drops back, tries to set up the screen. It's not there. Good job. I mean, not good job, but they're actually lucky that Cook dropped it, because it would have been a 3-yard loss. Instead, it's incomplete. 3rd and 7. Can't settle for a field goal here. Need to score. You get all the momentum after a blocked field goal. You cannot settle for 3. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. How does Cousins miss him? Justin, I mean, it was a screen pass. I get it was a screen pass. I understand that. But, my God, Jefferson was wide open on the right sideline. Today, Cousins only 1 for 5 on 3rd down, 15 yards. He's coming out the shotgun formation, trips to the left, takes the snap. Eagles come with a blitz. They actually do a good job picking it up. Throws, another pick. Kirk Cousins sucks on primetime. Kirk Cousins sucks on primetime. 2:19 to go here in the third. They get all that momentum, and they give it all right back. 24-7. Another horrible interception by Kirk Cousins. Where are you throwing that? God almighty. They should not let him play on primetime. God almighty. I wonder if he likes that card, Coach says. I'm surprised no one has picked up Blake Martinez yet. Yeah, I mean, my guess is he was probably damaged goods. That's probably why the Giants, were okay with him moving on. And probably why he was not given a captain's badge, and probably why he was going to have a reduced role in the defense, which is probably why he wanted off the team. Mets about the clinch? No, you mean the playoffs, you mean. Yeah, not the division, but the playoffs. How many games do the Mets got left now? They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They got 13 games left with a 1-game lead. Really, a no-game lead in the loss column, though, right? They just have played 2 more games, so they have 2 more wins. Elliot, man, thank you very much. Tana, Mets are about to clinch a playoff spot. Yeah, somebody just said it. And, yeah, I mean, that's great. We're going to at least get a wild card. I want the division so we could get a bye. That's crucial. But if we get a wild card, we get a wild card. We'll have to try to get to the World Series that way. But we got 13 games left, I think I just said. And it's gonna be stressful the whole way. And I'll definitely be calling some of those Braves games. If those games at the end of the year mean something, I'll be calling those as well. And of course, I'll be calling some playoff games, the ones I don't go to. So looking forward to it. I would take Jones over Cousins every day of the week. Cousins in big games, Cousins is not good. Steve said, I'm trying to donate. What's going on? I have no idea. I appreciate the thought, Steve. You don't have to, but sometimes that happens. I see people in the chat say that. I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't work for people. I don't know. Mike says the NFL is totally rigged. Why do you say it's rigged? Well, just because how bad those throws have been. It looks rigged, doesn't it? With some of the throws he's made. My God, man. And Live Hunters, man, thank you very much. Just sat down to watch. Is it the Eagles playing good or the Vikings sucking? I think it's a combination of both. Like, I'm not going to take away what the Eagles have done offensively. They've looked impressive. But the Vikings defense has been really bad. And Kirk Cousins has played really bad. So I think it's a combination of both. Hurts takes the snap, drops back to pass, throws, caught out in the flat by Sanders. And Sanders will lower the shoulder, will pick up 5, 2nd and 5. But I'm not going to take anything away from the Eagles. The offense looked really good. They had 350 yards at halftime. But the Vikings defense is not good. Not good, especially in the secondary. These wide receivers are running wide open. I'm saying, at times there's nobody within 5 yards. Minute 54 to go here in the third. Here's Hurts, trips to the right, coming out in the shotgun formation. Sanders to his left. He'll take the snap, gives to Sanders. Sanders cuts it back to the left. He'll pick up about 4.5. It'll be 3rd and very short at the 24. I think he is. I think Kirk Cousins is actually, Paul, it's funny that you asked that. I heard that Kirk Cousins, hold on one second, as they're going to call a QB sneak, and Hurts will get it. He got about 2 yards, and that'll take us down to a minute 17. I heard that Kirk Cousins and DeMarcus Cousins are actually twin brothers. They look alike when you really, look at them. They look alike. So, yeah, they're actually identical twin brothers. Minute 02 to go here in the third. We're down to 20 seconds on the play clock, 57 seconds on the game. Eagles huddled up. It depends on the angle you look, though. Depends on the angle you look from. Shotgun formation for Hurts. Empty backfield. Takes the snap. Drops back. Throws. That's caught. And he's tackled down for a gain of about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Chris, are you in on trading up for CJ Stroud next year? Depends where we're picking. I mean, if we're picking 18, 20, you're not going to move up to number 1. It's not going to happen. The other thing is, if he's that good and a team's picking at 1 that needs a quarterback, they're not going to trade out of it. So it's easy to say that, but you got to see how it plays out. Eagles going to break the huddle. They're going to motion Boston Scott out wide right, empty backfield. We're down to 7. Now he's going to bring Scott back to his right. Down to 3. And Hurts will let it go to the 4th quarter. Mets are in the playoffs? Awesome. I mean, it was a foregone conclusion. It was a formality. We knew that we were going to the playoffs, but awesome. I mean, don't take that for granted if you're a Mets fan, right? I mean, since I've been watching the team, I started watching the Mets in 97, 96-ish. They've gone to the playoffs in 2000, 99 rather, 2000, 2006, 2015, and 2016, and that's it. They've gone to the playoffs. Since I've been watching the team, they've gone to the playoffs 5 times. 99, 2000, 2006, 2015, 2016. 2016 was a wild card in a single game elimination. They got eliminated against Madison Bumgarner, so I almost don't even count that. 99, they got to the National League Championship Series, lost in 6 to the Braves. 2000, of course, they made the World Series, lost to the Yankees. 2006, they had the best team in baseball. Things fell apart. They lost in the NLCS in Game 7 to the St. Louis Cardinals. And in 2015, of course, we went to the World Series and lost to the Royals. So since I've been watching the Mets, they've been to 2 World Series, haven't won any, been to the playoffs 5 times, been to the National League Championship Series 4 times. So hopefully this year we can do some damage, and hopefully they finally win a championship. Tana, if we're in the 10-20 range, I can really see the Florida kid Richardson as an option. I don't know. The way Richardson's played, he may stay in college. He played horrible against Kentucky. Horrible. We'll see. You think DeGrom stays or goes to the Braves? I think the Mets are going to keep DeGrom. I don't think they're letting him walk. They're going to pay DeGrom. There's no way they're letting him walk. He's going to be a lifetime Met. They're not letting him walk. No chance. No chance. Chizzolo, especially with Steve Cohen. The rumors have already come out that Steve Cohen said he's willing to let the payroll hit $350 million next year, which is insane. Like the Mets this year, I think had what, like a 220? Like he's willing to go like 50% higher than the second highest payroll in baseball this year, I think it was. So that means we're keeping DeGrom. That means we're probably going to keep Diaz. We are going to keep Diaz. And then, then there's other question marks. I think we'll keep Bassett. He's a free agent. Nimmo, probably going to keep him, but not a lock. Chizzolo, thank you very much, man. God, the Eagles winning hurts me so much. Yeah, I hate the Eagles with a passion. Hate them with a passion. There's no way they let DeGrom go. No way. He means too much to the franchise. And the Mets have only had one great lifetime Met, and that's David Wright. You think about all the great Mets. Tom Seaver didn't play his whole career as a Met. Mike Piazza didn't play his whole career as a Met. Keith Hernandez, Gary Carter, Darryl Strawberry, Doc Gooden. None of them played their whole careers as Mets. DeGrom means too much. Shotgun formation here for Hurts. 2nd and 8 from his own 28-yard line. 5 wide set. Takes the snap. Drops back to pass. Throws. Caught first down to the 40. And if the Eagles score in this drive, we're going to call it an early night. But hopefully the Vikings can stop them and come up with a miraculous play. And Danny Duds, thank you, says Chad Powers would start over Daniel Jones. Chad Powers, Eli, man. That was funny today. I was dying of laughter when I watched that today on Twitter. Who do you hate more? I hate the Eagles more. Hurts drops back to pass, has time, buys time with the legs, heaves it down the field, and that's caught. There's a flag. It's probably going to be a hold. I think he's going to come back. Yeah, it is. So it's going to be a hold. 14:23 to go. And the reason I hate the Eagles more is simple. My worst memories as a Giants fan come from the Eagles. Some of my best memories as a Giants fan come against the Cowboys. Whether it be the Terrell Owens crying game when we beat him in the playoffs, whether it be the game where Tony Romo overthrew the wide receiver and we had the miraculous comeback to make the playoffs late in the season. Eli Manning did relatively well, especially in his prime against the Cowboys. Not so much against the Eagles. And I have a lot of bad memories against the Eagles. A lot of bad memories. 14:20 to go. Eagles will break the huddle here at their own 30. Hurts coming out in the pistol. He'll take the snap. Hurts looks to the right, throws a screen pass to Brown, and Brown got about 3. It'll be 2nd and 17. 13:56 to go here in the 4th. Cowboys game is, I wouldn't call it a must win, but yeah, obviously I will feel our playoff chances are much higher. Here's what I'll say. I think we have to go 1-1 in our next 2 if we feel like we got a shot at the playoffs. If we lose to the Cowboys, we absolutely have to beat the Bears. But obviously if we start 4-0, the chance of making the playoffs are higher. 2nd and 16, 13:29 to go here in the 4th quarter. Hurts from his own 33. Sanders to his right. Takes the snap, fakes the throw, gives to Sanders. Sanders tries to cut the corner, and he'll get about 3. It'll be 3rd and long, 3rd and 13. So maybe the Vikings will get the ball back, and maybe they can make it somewhat interesting. 13:13 to go here in the 4th. What's going on, Matthew Stein, man? Good to see you, buddy. Bro, no way he walks. Cohen has already stated multiple times he's willing to push the 3. Yeah, I heard 350. So I'd be beyond shocked if they let Jacob deGrom walk, provided he remains healthy, which he has. 12:48 to go here in the 4th. 3rd and 14 here for Hurts from his own 36. Smith in motion. Hurts takes the snap. Vikings come with only 3. And Hurts will check it down to the running back out of the backfield, Gainwell. He dips the shoulder, still going. He's going to be short. He got 11. He needed 14. So they'll stall out at their own 47. They'll punt it up by 17. And we'll see if Kirk Cousins has some magic, which obviously, based off the last 2 drives, you probably don't expect. 12-17 to go here in the 4th. I have not heard when Marte's due back. I definitely think he'll be back before the playoffs, but I have not heard. I've not heard when he's due back. And the punt's away. Vikings are going to catch this at the 5, and they'll go down at about the 9. 11:49 to go here in the 4th. Yes, if Nimmo walks, you shift Marte to center field. Marte's natural position, I don't know. He's played center field. He's a good defensive center fielder. So yeah, I would think you do that, and then you sign a corner outfielder because we don't really have a guy in the minors, to my knowledge, that is going to start in the outfield next year for the Mets. I think you'd have to sign somebody if you let Nimmo walk. But I don't think they're going to let Nimmo walk. I think Nimmo's going to be back with the Mets. I really do. Do you think the Giants have a shot at the playoffs this season? Yeah, I think we have a shot. But I would still say not a great one, but I think we have a shot. I think I said before the year started 5% to make the playoffs when people ask me, because there's always a chance, especially when you looked at the schedule we were playing before the year started. Now I'd probably up it to like 15, maybe 20%. If they beat the Cowboys, then at that point, I'm going to up it to at least 35, 40%. But we got to beat the Cowboys. Let's see what we got here. I'd love for the Giants to make the playoffs, but if it's due to cupcake schedule, division, and Danny is no better than average, all it does is make me watch a wild card blowout and a worse pick. Hey, man, I'll always take the chance. You get me in the playoffs, I'll take the chance. I understand that the likelihood is incredibly low, but I will always take that shot. Chris, you look really comfortable. I am. I'm in a comfortable chair. I'm hanging out with the chat. This game's been horrible. Hey, Chris, wanted to stop in and say hello. Been a crazy night. What's going on, man? Good to see you, Slurpee, dude. Would you take a chance on Spencer Rattler because of his upside? He's talented. He's a guy I got to look a lot more at. I know people were talking highly about him 2 years ago, and then he struggled a lot, right? Didn't he got replaced, right? Like, that's how bad he played 2 years ago. I haven't been following him this year. But I'm not even worried. I mean, I've watched the college quarterbacks a bit when I get an opportunity, but I'm not going to, like, really dive into them until I feel like we're definitely going to be taking a quarterback, which right now I don't definitely think we're taking a quarterback. And I want to enjoy the season. But I mean, I didn't hide it in the offseason. I've watched Stroud. Last year, I watched Stroud. I watched film breakdowns of Stroud. I watched highlights of Stroud. I watched some Ohio State games last year. I've watched him this year. He's gone up against some inferior opponents. I understand people say he plays at Ohio State. Doesn't scare me at all. C.J. Stroud's a damn good quarterback, but we're not getting him. He's going to go first overall. 1st and 10. Vikings have it at their own 10-yard line. Cousins has it. Looks left. Comes back to the center. Buying time with his legs. And he's going to get rid of that. It'll be 2nd and 10. And Lib, thank you very much. He says, I think Wink's defense would neutralize the talent on their O-line. Even the best lines will be blitzed, slip when they come from everywhere. There's a flag on the play. Yeah, I mean, Lib, what I'll say, man, this past game, Wink just outsmarted Carolina. And Carolina does not have a good offensive line. They don't. But he outsmarted them. Baker Mayfield didn't know where the blitz was coming from at all. A better offensive line and a better quarterback may. But the good news for the New York Giants this year, they're not playing a lot of good offense. They're not playing a lot of good quarterbacks. Of course, they play the Eagles, who look really good tonight. Shotgun formation. He'll take the snap. Cousins drops and a drop. Oh, my God. Munt just dropped it right in his mid. 2nd and 15. A slant right in his hands. Would have been at least 12 yards. Instead, it's 2nd and 15. But thank you. I appreciate it, Lib. I like Wink's defense, though. I'll say that. I was nervous about it going into the year. Cousins takes it out of the gun, looks right, throws right. That's caught by Thielen. That's his first catch. Pushed that bounce at about the 11, maybe the 12. It's going to be 3rd and long. And I'm still, nervous about it, but I don't have any questions about Wink. I think Wink he was really good and deceptive this past week in terms of being able to alter his game plan at halftime and show a completely different look in the second half. I just have question marks about our overall talent on defense, specifically in terms of coverage. Shotgun formation here for Cousins at his own 11. Takes the snap, 3rd and 9. Throws, and that was almost picked off. Somehow it went through the defender's hands and landed in Thielen's for a one-handed catch as he goes out of bounds. So the Vikings will pick up a first down, but that was another bad throw by Kirk Cousins. 10:54 to go here in the fourth, and the Vikings pick up a much-needed first down to about the 23-24. Cousins coming out in the shotgun, 4 wide. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking, cooking, throwing. That was almost picked off. Darius Slay almost picked that one off. In and out of his hands there. 10:36 to go here in the fourth. You know it's coming. I mean, Abe, I didn't really track my calories to the exact number. I estimated. I know yogurt is typically about 100 calories, the ones that I eat, right? I know, if I have an orange, that's like 50 calories. Shotgun formation for Cousins, drops back to pass, throws, and a nice catch by Irv Smith. First down, he got rocked all the way up to about the 38-yard line. Vikings starting to move, 10:26 to go. But my goal was typically to have between 400 to 500 calories leading up into dinner. 4 to 6 or 700 calories leading up into dinner, and then having 800 to 1,000 calorie dinner. That was my big meal. 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Cousins coming out in the shotgun here from his own 37. 10 minutes to go here in the fourth. Drops back to pass, throws a screen, and that is just blown up in the backfield. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. What's going on, MYG Forever, man? Good to see you, man. Feels good. The Mets are, in the playoffs. I can't wait to call a couple of Mets playoff games on the channel. I'm definitely going to be calling some Braves games as well. Can't wait to go to a couple of Mets playoff games. I just hope we win the division. I hope we get to sit back and relax, get that bye. But we're still in a dogfight with Atlanta. Shotgun formation for Cousins. Drops back, throws, and another drop. 3rd and 10. Oh, he got hurt. I think that was Madison, the backup running back. He actually got hurt on that play, it looked like. 9:57 to go here in the fourth. It'll be 3rd and 10. Eagles looking to close this out. Three wide. Cousins takes the snap, drops back, 3-step drop, has time, throws short of the sticks to Smith, makes a man miss. Irv Smith's going to dance forward for the first down, gets it to the 49, but the Vikings got to score fast. If they want any chance, they got to score fast. 9:43 to go, Vikings down by 17. Cousins going to rush them to the line of scrimmage. They do pick up the first, got it around midfield. Here's Cousins from his own 49. Eagles come with an all-out blitz, and Cousins almost threw a pick. That was the old Engage 8 on Madden. They sent the whole kitchen sink on that play. 2nd and 10. They had 6 blockers for 8 rushers. Numbers don't add up. 9:22 to go here in the fourth. Eagles showing blitz again. They're going to come with 7. Cousins throws a quick slant. Nowhere near him. 3rd and 10. Cousins starting to get happy feet back there, knowing that the Eagles are sending the dogs. And now it's going to be 3rd and 10. They're on their feet in Philadelphia. They want to stop. That was Jalen Reagor's first target. No yards. Unbelievable. What's going on, Kush? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well, my man. Mets, I know you're a big baseball guy, obviously. Mets made the playoffs. Happy about that. Shotgun formation for Cousins. Drops back. Eagles send 4. And what other way could they find a way to almost turn it over? He fumbles it. Luckily, the Vikings fall on top of it for Kirk. And they're probably going to punt. But at this point, you're down 17. Why not go for it? It's like 4th and 17. I understand you're not going to get it. But why not go for it? But I think they're going to punt. And if they do, I think I'm going to call it a night because this game is officially over. If it was the Giants, I'd finish the game. But if they do punt, which it looks like, I'm assuming they're going to. Yep, they're going to punt. So what a horrible game this was. Horrible game. The Eagles are going to tie the Giants. They'll both be 2-0 to start the year. Eagles look great tonight. I mean, convincing victory, start to finish. If you're an Eagles fan, congratulations. We hate you, but congratulations. You guys looked really good tonight. And you should be excited for the season. No doubt about it. You guys look good. Vikings defense looks pathetic. I thought they'd be much better than this. But the Eagles have a convincing win on Monday Night Football. And both Monday night games tonight were horrible. The Bills game and this game just absolutely horrible. Eagles had 350 offensive yards in the first half. Absolutely horrible. And LT, man, thank you very much. Just don't leave. This is great. Of course it's great for you. LT's like, I'm an Eagles fan. I'm sitting back. I'm enjoying your misery, Chris. Stick around. Hey, man, congratulations. You're always in our stream supporting Bad Dog and me. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. It's just good, fun banter back and forth. I know you're an Eagles guy, LT, so I don't know if you follow what's his name? Why am I forgetting his name? One of the Eagles YouTubers, not Lord Brunson, not Philly 500. Forgot his name. I've gone on his channel several times. Philly something. But we do a roundtable. Gonna have Ed Oliver, gonna have me, and a Cowboys guy and an Eagles guy. So we've done that like 3 times in the past. We're gonna do it again this week. I just don't know what day. So I know that you always like to come in and go into the Giants streamers and so it'll be fun. It'll be an NFC East roundtable. Figured it was an appropriate week due to the fact we're playing the Cowboys. So a big game on the schedule from within the division. So I think we're going to simulcast that on all 4 channels at once, actually. So that should be cool. I don't know what day that's going to be, but that should be cool. Yeah, just want to let you know that because I know you always pop into Bad Dogs and myself streams and you always show support. But guys, we're going to close this out. Congratulations to LT. By the way, your name's LT. How are you not a Giants fan? How are you not a Giants fan? Congratulations to LT. Congratulations to the Eagles fan. And there's LT again. He says, we are both 2-0. See you soon. Our rivalry is. How are you not a Giants fan? Your name's LT. But have a good night, man. NY Giants 26 says, did you say Ed Oliver? No, there's a Washington YouTuber named Ed Oliver, not the Buffalo Bill. But guys, be good. We got the Cowboys this week. Whatever. I'm still on cloud 9. I don't like seeing the Eagles win, but we're 2-0. We're off to as good of a start as you could hope for. Eagles look good. I mean, Eagles are a good football team. It is what it is. We just got to keep winning football games and give ourselves an opportunity to make the playoffs this year. But guys, have a great night. Appreciate all you guys. And I'll see you guys soon. I'm sure I'll have some content up on the channel very soon. Be good, guys.